And good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here at Signature Esports with the Drinkin Bros Racing Bash at Daytona with our inaugural race for the Signature eNascar Truck Series. These guys
Hey,
are getting everything
no, buddy.
underway. Hey, buddy. It's Mr. Michael Newbrow. You guys might recognize that voice. He's a famous T-shirt now as well.
I am.
Michael Newbrow is going to join me for the broadcast. We're going to do two sessions or two races, but we're going to broadcast this first one. They are battling for the pole position for our first points race of the season, which is going to be the Daytona 100. That's going to be the Daytona 150, which is going to be next Saturday evening live right here on Signature Esports. As you see Pit Road lined up right there, these guys are getting the grid underway. My friend Michael, how have you been in the last few days?
I've been wonderful. Just been practicing the truck series with all the drinking bros. So we're trying to get in a straight line, and we try to most likely stay back a little bit, let all the cluster happen in front of us, and then we just all four of us just line up in a straight line and start picking it off one by one.
Oh,
So I've been doing real great.
absolutely, a lot of fun going on. I'm getting all my stuff figured out and lined out right here, getting all the shares out there. If you guys are out there watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all of those channels host the session, start a watch party on Facebook, and then hit the like and subscribe out there. Appreciate it. There's Midwest Maniac out there, my good buddy, Mr. Michael Woolley. He is getting things underway for us as well. The qualify results are in, and these guys are going to go green flag racing here very, very shortly as there is the long line. Pace car is there. Everybody's loaded in. We have a full session. We have so many drivers in the league. You have 250 fast repairs. Oh, my goodness.
Uh-oh.
That, lucky everybody. Terribly sorry about that. That means I'm going to have to fix that.
I'm hoping they stay clean at least, even though it's 255 and
Yeah.
and they'll see it, they'll love it. I'm hoping it still stays like a clean race for them.
Well, I hope so too. I do apologize about the unlimited fast repairs. Normally we run without fast repairs, so this session's going to get lucky. I'm going to have to make it fair for the second session as well. So hopefully these guys get out here. They have some clean racing, and we see very few cautions. They have 60 laps to go, and looks like good old Cup Series driver Joe Sanchez. He's had a few pole positions. He is out there in the pole position himself.
He always is.
Good driver right there. Let's take a look at the starting grid. Hide the relative right there. Drinkin Bros Racing Bash at Daytona. Brandon Banks. It says Brandon Banks is out there, but that's not at all the case. So I'm not sure what's going on with my overlay, but we're going to figure this out. Qualifying session. That's not where it is. There it is. Brandon Banks is going to be your outside pole sitter. That's where he is at. So Brandon Banks is the pole sitter, and
he's run the number 20 on his paint scheme.
it is. So Joe Sanchez is going to be in the 55 on the outside. Roswell Harlow, the number 65, is going to be there in third. Steven Korosek, the 24, is going to be there in fourth. Dusty Applin is there. Zachary Lima. Dylan Hastings, good old number 9, he is out there. Race Pass Motorsports. Dan Fowley, the number 63. Jesse Nekula is there. Michael Woolley, good old course racing, Don't Hit Me, Team Don't Hit Me, he's in there. Andrew Kolb and Sean Conklin up there in the top 6 rows. As we're going to just kind of move things along a little bit. Brian Dublé, Scott Huey Jr., Daryl Paget, my friend out there. Jason Guerrera, Brandon Wallace, Chris Proger, Ken MacArthur, Don Milkowitz, he is out there. DJ Thomas, Peyton Jennings, Chris Bates, Mason Flippin. And we're just going to let it cycle through for you. Take a look. As now we've seen everybody go green, 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 says Fred the Flagman. You guys know the story.
Here we go, boys.
Green flag racing right here, and Banks is out there running the number 20 on the outside of his scheme. He said he was going to get all that situated later on. Patience is going to be key here. There's the 55 on the outside, has the 24 right behind him. So we have Banks, Sanchez, Harlow, Korosek right there, and Applin. And nice even runs. Cautions are set the way they are. They have 80% fuel, 3 sets of tires. My goodness, look at them run.
Very smooth start here. I think we got a blinkety blink in the middle somewhere.
That might be Mr. Michael Woolley, possibly. We don't know. Midwest Maniac out there. He is part of the team Don't Hit Me. Daryl Paget's there as well. Daryl, good friend from Australia. Lap 1 being completed, and Patience is looking pretty good so far.
Yes, I'm very surprised. There's not much zigzag out there, and I was expecting to see a lot of zigging and zagging already.
Well, these guys had a 30-minute practice before they started. Kivett, Drinkin Bros representing out there. Tony Kivett, the number 4, he is out there, yes, of course. Darlene J. Hill out there on Twitch. Go Sean, the number 54. And Eric Schaefer, somebody off pit road. Somebody wanted to start from pits, and so they're going to have to just relax for just a second and pull down. There's the 55 out there. But out front, Korsek, the number 24, he's leading. Ooh, trying to merge up into traffic right there is like getting on a freeway going 35 miles an hour, and these guys are going 186 miles an hour.
I saw him going down the backstretch, and I was like, I've been there, I've done that, and if he gets to that corner, he's going to start sliding up the track if he doesn't slow down, and he did. Thankfully, there was no one there.
Absolutely. Patience is going to be key as they move along lap 3 under green flag conditions, as the 63 of Falley has a push from the 54 of Sean Conklin right there in 5th place. He's got Joe Sanchez right there to his inside. Long time to go. Walter Official out there. Hans Walter, the man, the myth, the legend. Walter Official is Aiden Hill. He is there. We're trying to make sure that we get that guy into our next session. Second session is going to determine the outside pole position. This one is for that pole that everybody wants. You got to be up front, especially in the first race of the season, because you can often avoid a lot of trouble, especially right here with restrictor plate tracks, just like the one you're looking at, Daytona, right here. Drinkin Bros Racing has sponsored all of the restrictor plate tracks that we're going to be at.
Yes, we have. We love to race long streams, so we decided to. I went with the 150, and then Mr. Eric Schaefer's like, you know what? I'm going to do the bash, and then Tony's like, well, heck, I got to get involved in this. He goes, I want to sponsor Talladega. I want to sponsor the championship.
Oh, there it is. Talladega is going to be our championship race. We're only going to run about 9 points eligible races here just to get the first season on the way. Dan Falley leads at the line right there, the number 63 Snap-on Chevrolet. You see the relative, everybody nice and close, nice and compact, things working out very nicely. They are going to have to pit for fuel at least one time, and that's going to be a strategy that everybody wants to be a part of.
Yeah, I could see this going this way for a while, and it depending on the pit strategy. That's when you're going to start to see teams start to work together. You'll see a couple teams drop off early or a couple teams drop off later and try to max out their fuel. And then you're going to start getting the 3 wide in there. Well,
3 wide right there with Jason Guerrera. He had to kind of dodge and weave and slip just a little bit. So now we're seeing these guys run. We're going to update Trading Paints real quick because Trading Paints isn't working. We're seeing a lot of iRacing schemes, and we want to make sure we see all of these. So these guys might go blank for you for just a moment, but right now we're following along with the 40. You're seeing all of the fun trucks run, Chevys out there, a whole bunch of Chevys. You're right now, Stephen Korsick and Dan Falley running Chevrolets, 2 Toyotas, and Sean Conklin and Zachary Lima. Then Joe Sanchez, Scott Huey, those guys running Chevrolets. Caution's going to come out right here. First caution of the race.
We got a caution.
First caution of the race. After running quite a bit. Looks like Jeffrey Cobb was involved there. Let me go back, take a look. Here is Jeffrey Cobb. Gets right to the 53. My goodness, that looked like a lot of net code. They barely touched. Just barely touched. And they were running at the very back of the pack, so you saw that right there as he backs down. Well, currently right now, Stephen Korosek, he's going to be your race leader. Dan Falley's there. They're trying to catch up with the pace truck. Thank you, everybody out there watching on all of the platforms. Twitch.tv/Signature Esports. Signature Esports on YouTube. That's youtube.com/C for the channel. /Signature Esports. And, of course, Signature Esports on Facebook. Make sure those watch parties are going. You're going to start seeing, like I said, they're going to start blanking out just a little bit. They're going to go, the trucks are going to go blank, and we're going to start seeing these updated paint schemes. It's going to be absolutely amazing. There it is, the Snap-on number 24. There's Dan Fowler right there. Yeah, it's starting to look
we got a little bit of a gentleman's agreement there, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like from what I'm hearing coming from pit lane is they've agreed to not use any of the fast repairs. They are clicking them off before they get into the pits. Oh, hold on, it's changing again. Okay, so now they're allowed to use the fast repair, but if they cause more than 2 wrecks, they're being pitted.
Had somebody walk through right there. Absolutely. That's, you know what, gentleman's agreement. That's pretty cool. I like that. So fast fixes, but if you cause more than 2 cautions, then you are to be sat in pit road. That's awesome. I like it. I like that they can have that agreement. It looks like only 2 vehicles were caught up in there. So that'll be the way it goes. Some sets going. Michael Woolley on pit road. Ken MacArthur, Kevin Delia, he's right there as well. Brandon Banks, Brandon Wallace, Mason Flippin, Tony Kivett, the number 4 Drinkin Bros Racing truck. There he is. He's got Drinkin Bros all over the side of that one. He is out there.
Oh, yeah. He told me, he's like, you got to check out my car. It's very plain, but I'm representing the Drinkin Bros.
Drinkin Bros Racing all over it as these guys are going to get back to it. I believe he has everything on the back. There's Drinkin Bros all over the back of the number 4. There's Tony Kivett's Chevrolet trying to make things work for him. He is representing very well. And most of the rest of the group are going to get to try to run in the second session, so that's going to be a little bit more fun. So you're going to have 3 members of Drinkin Bros in that session?
Yes, it'll be me, Eric Schaefer, and Cody Kenzie.
All right, it's going to be a lot of fun. Mighty G out there. Tiny Puppy Toes. That's awesome. Should still be a great race. Absolutely. CJ Anderson getting Tina Anderson. He is doing quite well. I believe he was just on pit road, just getting some fuel strategy in there. So he's going to run a few laps longer if it goes green. Cody Anderson currently in 39th all the way back here. As you see that long stretch, he's got a little bit of help from... There he is. There's the 32. Outside line working 38. He's 38th. Kevin Delia, he is on pit road. Chase Odom on pit road as well. So fresh resets for the vehicles. Steven Korsik's going to be your race leader there. Double file once again. And Mighty G out there. Love it. Appreciate you very much. Thank you, everybody out there on Twitch. Thank you for all the new follows. We've just gotten roughly about 5 more over the last... just over the last few minutes. Thank you very much out there on Twitch. Mighty G out there. A Fulton 96. Scott Huey. Toe Jam, I remember you from last time, so thank you for all the extra stuff. Make sure if you're out there on Twitch, you can subscribe to the channel. It's just a measly old, just a couple of bucks, and that goes to the league and goes to everything that we're doing here. PCs for drivers as well. You can do that through your Amazon Prime account, which is absolutely awesome if you've got one. If you are out there on Facebook, go to signatureesports.com. Right there on the main page, there's a little bitty donate button. That'll take you to a way that you can donate to the streams as well, or you can send us stars and all that fancy stuff. You can do that right there as well. But donating to the league gets you a nice little mention right here at the end of every broadcast, which I have a big, long list to go over at the end. So if you want to hear that, I also like to talk to everybody that is out there on the streams. So I've got my second broadcaster tonight, Michael Newbrow here, driver of the number 56 for Drinkin Bros Racing, representing Drinkin Bros Racing right here at Daytona, of course.
Most certainly. Looking forward to that second race.
Second race is going to be a lot of fun. Green, 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 says Fred the Flagman, and they are back off once again. The 24 and the 25, they are getting a nice little run, but that's going to shrink very shortly because these guys are going to get lined back out, and once they do, they're going to run very hard. There is the 63 of Dan Falley out there with the 54 of Sean Conklin right behind him. There's the 55 of Joe Sanchez. Roswell Harlow up there in the top 6. Scott Huey, Dustin Applin, Jason Guerrera, Andrew Cobb. That lines out your top 10 currently. Michael Woolley's back here in the Don't Hit Me scheme. Where is Mr. Darrell Patchett, currently running 15th?
He's taking it easy.
You know, that man is going to win a race for Team Don't Hit Me very shortly. I see it happening. He's gaining his confidence. The number 69 of Darrell Patchett right there, running that brand new paint scheme that I made for him. I love it. Team Don't Hit Me, an Australian native. That man has sponsored a couple of races sponsored us through the signature eNascar Cup Series. So now that's all of it. Mighty G out there. Green it is. Drains Coney Kinsey out there.
Oh, Sean and Dan got a good run going.
They did right there. We've got some merging traffic. They're just going to have to stay as low as they can. Dan Falley right there. He's on the outside line. Sean and Dan trying to make that outside line. The key right there into turn 4. Good racing so far right here with the Signature Esports eNascar Truck Series. Lap 11 about to be complete. And they are almost a quarter of the way through this. Appreciate everybody out there donating. Thank you very much for doing that. Mr. Cody Kinsey giving us a Prime subscription out there on Twitch. You're amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Way to go, Cody.
All the fun stuff out there. I do believe that may have to test the Signature Esports Twitch chat, see if that thing connects out there. I believe it's supposed to. We may have to put in the full address, so we'll see if that helps.
Oh, look at Dan getting a little bit of side draft going there.
He is. He's starting to put. he's starting to push it. I think that's what he's doing.
I definitely. I raced with Dan last night at Talladega, and me and him were pushing.
Eddie Hawks out there on Facebook. Go Dan the man. Lap 13 being completed under green flag conditions. Some lane switching going on right there. No doubt crew chiefs are going insane. Dan getting a good run with 54 of Sean Conklin. That is our youngest driver in the series. And he has got some talent beyond his years. Good pushing going on right here. Signature eNascar Truck Series action. Drinkin Bros Bash at Daytona. A whole lot of fun to be had. There's the 24. Still leading down on the bottom line. He's got the Red Bull 25 Toyota right behind him.
Sean's going to have to pop out of there soon. He's overheating.
He's coming out trying to get Dan a good run so at least Dan can get out in front of him. These things are ran wide open, and there's a chance that you can blow your engine pretty quickly. Continuing to run all the way through the lap 14 into turn 3. Sean Conklin he's getting a little breathing room. He's doing the right thing. He's trying to get a little bit higher, a little bit low, just to get the nose out in front of there, or just fall back just a little bit. Feather that throttle 75%, and he might be able to do it. Derek Schilling out there on YouTube. Can't wait for the second race. It's going to be exciting, a whole lot of fun. And, of course, right here, Signature Esports is where all the live action happens for everything iRacing, with broadcasting done your way. If you want to be a part of the Signature Esports team, we are accepting not only applications for broadcasters, but we are looking for other streams that we can get some broadcasters involved with as well. We're very affordable, and of course and always, we do take a couple of days off. So the days we're not accepting streams right now are going to be Monday and Tuesday, just so that we all have a chance to have some fun. Signature Esports leagues broadcast the rest of the time, 5 days a week, but we do have other leagues that we are affiliated and a part of, and we love to broadcast for them. Of course, full lineup is available on signatureesports.com and on our Facebook page right there. Tina Anderson, please mention how to donate. Go to signatureesports.com. There is a little bitty donate button right there at the top of the page. Whether you're on a PC or on your phone, you should be able to see it. you can go right there. It sends me a notification right to me, and I appreciate that. You can do that. The second race, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put everybody on a hold. I'm gonna leave the second race. I'm gonna leave the stream going. The second race will come in, and you'll be able to see what's going on. I do have an errand to run. Actually, I take that back. I'm gonna take that back. We are actually gonna stream the second race, and unless I get a phone call from somebody that needs to be picked up. But I believe I'm okay at the current moment to broadcast the second stream. So as soon as things get figured out and things get worked in, we will get all of that working. But if not, the stream will at least be running, and that is just as important. So at least that'll be going. You may not be able to hear my voice, but you're going to be able to watch these guys race, and that's the most important factor. Adjusting some volumes right there, and plus got some nice dogs that love to bark.
You gotta love the puppies.
Yeah, we had some company come in, and when you have family, you tend to have people come and go, and some teenagers in the house, a whole bunch of fun stuff. Currently, right now, Steven Korsek, he is out there. Zachary Lima in second. They have got a commanding lead right there, and Sean Conklin, he fell back with the 63 of Dan Falley, and Joe Sanchez leads the outside line.
Yeah, I didn't get to see what's happening there. I was actually taking a small peek on the pack in the back when it happened. I don't know if Sean started to get overheat, because I know he was saying he was overheating originally. I don't know if he had to dip out and they just lost it or what happened.
I do think that probably would seem the factor, as the inside line is just a little bit more organized currently at the given moment. The 65 of Roswell Harlow, the fourth, he is right there, kicking butt and taking names. Let's get right to it so you can see who we're clicked on, we're looking at. There's Dan Falley, the 63 Canadian driver. He is rocking it as you see him come down at the backstretch into turn 3. Steven Korsek is right there. Looks like everybody's having a good time. Won't be long, and pit stops will be coming in. Don Wooten is our race controller out there. Thank you very much to that fine individual. Let's talk to Eddie. He says, hit me up, please. Eddie Hawks gives me a woohoo about the being able to broadcast. Sent PM says Eddie Hawks. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Tiny Puppy Toes, I appreciate you. You enjoy watching the hubby race, and you do appreciate my streams. I appreciate you. That's really just fantastic. Just fantastic. Stream looks like it's building up, and I appreciate you guys doing that for me. We are very, very full already. Saturday night racing, signature eNascar Truck Series. That is where we're at. Bash at Daytona, Drinkin Bros Racing Team. Michael Newbrow is with me right here. Michael, where is Tony, man? We got to see where Mr. Kivett.
Tony's in the backpack back there. That's what I was looking at. I was looking from the front of the cars, and I was like, I don't see the all-white vehicle. I was like, so let me take a look, and I went and found him, and I'm like, he's in the backpack. I know he pitted late last time the caution came out, and I don't know if he actually got back out on there before the restart, and I think he just lost the draft.
Well, I think that he's now found his way into a pack. And right there he's got Jeffrey Cobb, who's a lap down after having to, I don't know if he served any oil, but I know that he went into pit road as well. So he's a lap down, and looks like he's just pacing himself. Right now they are about 20 seconds off the leaders. There's a group of about 5. Chris Proger's back there. Aaron Mack. There's Aaron Mack. He is trying to catch up. Royal Sim Sports, you see him right there. DJ Thomas is running with that little bitty pack back there as well. Back up to the front of the line, Dan Falley is currently sitting on the outside line. The 65 is up in front of the 55 right there. The 1 of Chris Bates looks like he is trying to make his way through it. LOE, Lights Out Esports. I have to always click on his picture because the man he explained the story about the donkey on his profile picture with SDK Gaming. A big shout out and special thank you to SDK Gaming out there for putting out quality overlays and systems for us to use and being able to have the custom ability to do what we need to do. But we got
some drivers pitting in.
I was going to say, we've got Dusty Applin. He is coming to pit road right now. Scott Huey. Here's all the drivers running down pit road right there. There is the 94 of Scott Huey, Florida driver. Man, looks like pit strategy is going to come into play early. Andrew Kolb is back there as well, the number 8.
I wonder if they're pitting in now and then hoping they can jump back out in front. People are going to have to pit in late.
Definitely last pit stop, top speed for the drivers right now. It looks like it's 205 miles an hour. That is a heck of a run, but it might be kilometers. I want to take a look and make sure that our telemetry is correct. Show the dashboard right there. It is 183 miles an hour for the race leaders.
Yeah, it looks like that backpack, Jason. None of them pitted. They're staying out there. So I wonder if they're hoping they're going to stay out there, gain some laps while everyone's in them pits, and then just hope for a caution.
Looks to me like Korosek, Lima, all of the top 18 right now, they're still out there. They're not coming to pit road just yet. Michael Woolley, though, the man, the myth, the legend, he's worked himself all the way up to 7th place as Dark Horse Racing, number 13. That's you say Dark Horse Racing, but he is part of the Team Don't Hit Me as well. There they go, the 40 and the 36. There's the 14 of Jake Elrod out there as well. Whole lot of fun, a whole lot of shaking. Thank you, everybody. And pit stop start, says Don Wheaton. Clean race so far, only one caution. I believe you're right. I think they're going to try to play into being ahead of everybody. Bradley Dunson is out there as well. Bradley Jacob Dunson running that Chevrolet. He's a part of Team Don't Hit Me, running the Ally. Do It Right. Prison Mike, look to the front.
Oh, yeah, I love Bradley's schemes.
And he's coming to pit road right now. Looks like he's got one coming from me since he's part of Team Don't Hit Me. That man is he's definitely gonna have a lot of fun. Team Championship is worth some money here as well. These guys are big pack coming, whole lot of fuel to be there, and they're all catching back up. So
it's gonna get interesting now. Now you got different pit times. It looks like you got 3 different groups. You had your first group that just pitted. You had your leaders that stayed out, and then you have that 6 or 7 trucks in the back.
Well, 25 laps currently on Korosek and Lima. Oh, caution's going to come out as we saw somebody creep up the track right there. I heard it in my headset. I'm sure you guys heard it as well. If I heard it, you might have heard it. The leaders were passing them, and then boom, I heard it. All right, looks like some folks went off track right there. Dan Fowley was a part of that. Looks like we're going to have to...
Oh. I want to say the 40 came down, but I don't know if he hit him or if it was a little bit of net code there.
Well, net code has been an issue with the we're just backing up real quick. We're going to get a hold of where we need to be. But netcode has been an issue with the new updates over the last couple of weeks, and that's been kind of an issue for a lot of drivers. So let's play it forward right here. You're going to start seeing where it unfolds. Looks like there's the 40 right there. SM Racing.
Oh, yeah.
He did. He came down into Michael Woolley.
He got all of them.
And that's what collected Fowley. There was about 6 feet in between those two vehicles, though. Whenever he hit the wall and took out Fowley, it was literally about 6 feet of room. Oh, well.
That's that wonderful netcode. It tries to predict where you're at, and if you're even in that prediction zone, they're going to say it was a wreck.
Oh, it was a huge situation there. Time being the factor. Who's all in DJ's team? You know? DJ Thomas, we can take a look at who's all in his Discord channel right now, and that might help.
That's what I was gonna say. Let's see who's in his Discord channel right now. Looks like he's got 5 drivers in there right now, Jason. We got Dawson Wise, DJ Thomas, Peyton Jennings, Steve Koresik, and Zachary Lima.
Right on. The 12, the 15, the 25, the 24, and the 25 once again. But there's some drivers that are not going to be there. Sucks for Dan, but that's okay because Dan can come back out. Leader went into pit road, and now things are going to be updating for us. You're going to see how this works as Roswell Harlow, who came to pit road prior to that, he's on 4-lap tires. So caution comes in.
Looks like Wooly came down into the pits too there.
Yeah.
Trying to get that little bit of damage fixed up.
Kind of thinking that they're probably happy now that we have fast fixes involved.
It was one of those things in the beginning where they're like, no, we don't want them. We're going to do the honor system. And then you get door swiped and then it's completely not your fault. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to use one of those now.
I don't blame them. Well, we'll have to make it fair, and knowing that going forward with all of our points races that there are no fast fixes.
Definitely not.
Yeah, that's how you get out there and you run cleaner laps, in my opinion. Is if you don't have the opportunity to do that, or if you don't have the opportunity to get out there and have those fast fixes, you have to take care of the vehicle that is involved. And then whenever you wreck, you have to get that car fixed to get out there and finish ahead of somebody who says, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. Every point matters in every single bit of this. So just always make sure that you tune in for that, because when somebody wrecks, they can come out. You never know. It could be the leaders and everybody gets wrecked. So they're going to be waiting for half an hour to get all their vehicles fixed, and then have to come out. And somebody's got to win the race. Somebody's got to finish in the top 10. All those points matter.
Yes, they do. And it looks like the guys who waited to pit just got the benefit of the factor right there, Jason.
Yeah, Roswell Harlow is up front right now. Sean Conklin is going to restart on the outside. The 18 of Dusty Applin, he's going to be right there. Scott Huey is going to restart on the outside. Joe Sanchez is there as well. You're going to see it. Yeah, Mr. Schaaf, yeah, you guys are going to have fast fixes. I've got to make it fair and even because that is what happens. But remember, the winner of this race gets the pole position for Daytona. It's been very clean racing so far. Only 2 cautions have come out as we're going to start seeing these guys work their way in. No doubt EOLs are going to be given as the pit strategy doesn't make any difference anymore.
And the pit strat or the cautions are cars and cars involved. Even though you might not cause the caution, you're going to get the EOL and be placed in the back.
That's exactly right. That's how it goes. If you guys are bumping and grinding each other and you weren't necessarily the cause of it, you were right there to be involved with it. If you're collected though, that's a different story.
Yes.
But if you guys are banging each other, that's both of you guys are running to the back. Cody Kinsey out there, yeah, you see it, buddy.
Oh, my favorite. He actually put that on the back of his truck because every time we go into a lobby, he's always, yeah. So I was like, you have to put that on your truck somewhere. And you guys will see it the second race. He has it right on the tailgate. He has it in big, bold letters. It just says, yeah.
Alrighty, Roswell Harlow gets a nice little restart right there with the 18. Fred the Flagman said go, or green. And as yeah comes out, we're going to have to take a look and make sure that happens. You see everything starting to settle down. Everybody's patience starting to get to the point as lap 30 is underway. Green, all the way around. This restart brought to you by a dog named Hank Pet Toys right there on Amazon. Go to Amazon.com and look for a dog named Hank, a.k.a. Mr. Hank Caston out there. We have almost sold him out of product, so continue to go out there and purchase his stuff. High-quality things. Leave a review for him. He's got. I just got a bunch of his stuff as the 18 of Dusty Applin goes in, and he passed the 65 on the outside. You've got Sean Conklin up there on the top.
He made a brave move there. He jumped out in front of Sean and then kind of got down in the front lane and dipped back down.
Well, he did. He wanted to take at least and lead the inside line around. It looks like somebody's trying to. I don't know if he's trying to pass Sean on the outside, but if they get that organized right there, they'll be good to go. The double zero of Brian Dublé, he is out there as well. There's the 54 and the 94, Scott Huey, right there behind, and trying to will that 54 to the front.
Yeah, if Brian Scott and Sean can get together, they're going to make a heck of a push going forward.
Dog named Hank out there on Amazon. A dog named Hank Pet Toys. A little bit loose right there as the 94 gets into the back of the 54. So that's going to break that up as Sean, youngest driver in the mix. Lap 32. We're over halfway done. Dragonfire Racing, DFR number 54. That's what it is right here. That's who he drives for in the signature eNascar Cup Series. Whole lot of fun, whole lot of shaking. Dusty Applin, he's current race leader. And we're going to take a pause for the cause. I've got sponsors I'm going to fulfill, and we'll be right back with you in just a second. Don't let your business hit the wall in 2020. Ride on board with a top team that crosses the line in P1. As a business owner, the fine line between success and failure is making smart decisions. One of the smartest decisions is hiring the right financial partner to help you run and grow your business. That's where KSDT CPA has got you covered. Whether it's taxes, audit, or consulting, KSDT is a full-service CPA and advisory firm that can handle all of your accounting and business needs to help you achieve all of your goals. Follow KSDT CPA on all of the social channels today, or go to ksdtcpa.com to find out more information. KSDT CPA is recognized by Forbes as one of America's top tax firms for 2020 and is a frequent sponsor of the Truck, Xfinity, and NASCAR Cup Series. If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740. A nice little battle going on right there as the 54 and the 18, and now we're battling. Sean Conklin took over the lead, but now the 65 of Roswell Harlow has that inside line to work. There was a lot of room right there on the outside. Thank you to all of our sponsors out there. Thank you to you guys for what you're doing out there as well. But, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Nice, clean racing. 26 laps to go as they head down the backstretch. Sean Conklin, the youngest driver out there, currently out front. Applin trying to make a move.
Dusty says, I want my spot back.
I can understand that. But the 54 now has an opportunity. He's going to do the same thing as he's going to gain that momentum. And they're playing a battle of leapfrog. The 94 giving the 54 a shove. And now
look at these two.
They are battling 1-2. They keep switching lanes. The 94 now has Brian Dublé up top. The 00. No room for the wicked. The 18 trying to shove him. It is literally a battle of leapfrog. As
he does. The 18's going to move out. There he goes.
And he's going to do it again just like everybody else. He's going to get a run right there as the 65 gets back into the back of him. I tell you what, that 94 of Scott Huey, he's doing a great job trying to push. What I would suggest is that the 18 try to bring the 94 with him.
Yes, that's one of the things. If I'm on the outside line, I'll feel so bad if I get out there and I dip down and I bailed on my guy and he's out there to hang.
Well, the 18 not yet clear from the 54. The 94 right there on the back end of him. Now the 18 is going to slide right in as they enter turn one. But the 54 right there on the rear bumper, he's going to give him a huge shove and leapfrog one more time, I believe. That's how that's going to work. A whole lot of room to grow and a whole lot of room on an exit as Conklin's going to make the backstretch work for him. And looks like the 94 is not having any more of it. As
he said he's tired of pushing.
As now Conklin's going to be left in the middle, but the 94 has no help. Dublé is right there.
Oh, no.
That was almost a mistake for the 94, and now he's going to be stuck 3 wide on an exit right there to the front stretch. 1865, 55, 54, 10. That's your top 5 right now.
You got to get somebody to jump up there in that third lane with him.
If nobody's going to do it, he's going to continue to fall back. There he is, continuing to work his way back, coming down the backstretch. Finally has a little bit of help right behind him. And now a third lane looks like it's going to be working as we've got some lap traffic to be contended with. The 94 is going to be right there. He's going to gets right into the wall. The 12's right there. Gets bumper to bumper with him. Gets shaken up. Nobody just yet. Stays clean. Stays green. Nobody gets in there. Nice way to check up. The 94 had a little bit of an issue right there, but it gets right to the back of the 12. Lap traffic was coming around. Green.
Yeah, 94 is dropping back hard now.
Well,
looks like he's got a lot of front end damage now.
That nose being the most important thing. He does have quite a bit of damage. We take a look at the left front one of the suspensions. There's the rear. His tail end's fine. There's the look at the front end of that vehicle. He's got a huge toe on the right side of the car. You see it right there. The tire is completely towed out, making it difficult. Plus, with all that front end damage, you can't see it. Let's take a look at the race leader right there, Dusty Applin. Georgia boot all over the front of it. Sean Conklin's trying to make that outside line work. Has Ryan Dublé, the 00 right behind him, trying to make that outside line organized. Whole lot of fun to be had, and that got interesting.
It did. I now have my favorite if I want somebody back behind me pushing, because it seems like when he was out there pushing, they were leapfrogging like crazy. Now that he's dropped back, it ain't happening as much.
Fantastic. Yeah, I see the race. That third line not working if nobody's committed. The 54, Sean Conklin, looks like he's using a side draft. Well, side draft tactics are now working very nicely in iRacing, so you can side draft these vehicles. Daz555 out there on YouTube, new subscriber. Thank you very much for doing that. Joanne Byrne, my favorite social media influencer. She is out there. She lives in New Zealand, originally from Australia. She of course, runs the F-It Let's Have a Beer. I can't say the word just yet, so I always have to say F. But you guys can get it. It's a 4-letter word that I can't say on the air. Tim Collier out there. What is your number? Mr. Collier.
Yeah, Jason won't make the same mistake as I did.
No, we won't do it. We won't do it.
But hey, look, I made a famous T-shirt off that, Jason.
You did. Joanne Byrne out there giving us a great hey. Keep it up, Corsic and Lima. They are let the race come to you absolutely out there on Twitch. Some drivers coming off the pit road. The 94 now coming to the pit road. They're going to have to at least hit pit road one more time. Side drafting improved in the latest build. Absolutely it did. Mute only 18. Keep it up. That's the one who said keep it up, Corsic out there. BD High ZZOE on Twitch. Yeah, side drafting did improve. We tested it out here with all of our trucks, and of course the other sessions. It does work famously. You can actually hear it when it does work. As you see, the 54 and the 18 will work it together. These trucks get great runs when it comes to forcing a line. You can get a run on the vehicle in front of you, and you can play leapfrog like the 00 looks like he was trying to do with the 54.
Yeah, the updates that they made on the last update, which it was a tremendous update. It took close to an hour to update. Was amazing. You can hear fans now. They have like air horns. The tires, when a tire starts to get low, You can hear what tire it is. It's the update was amazing.
Yeah, 6 gigabytes of information. You see lap traffic now on the low side coming off pit road. These guys are going to try to have to find a clean way to get in there as the 18, the 65, the 55, and the 10 make up the inside line. The 54, the 00, the 25, and it looks like the
best Christmas present you can get.
The 17 right there, yeah.
All the leaders are passing you as you're coming off pit road. Just tail on and let them drag you around.
Let them drive.
Up on the toe.
Cody Kinsey out there saying it's time to go, Kivet, time to go. Tony Kivet has worked his way up from way in the back now. Currently sitting back here with he's catching that pack. He really is. The number 4, there's Tony Kivet, Drinkin Bros Racing, working his way up to 29th. Has DJ Thomas right in front of him. Chris Proger, another Ford. He is right there on the tail end of that pack, sitting 26th. Green Mountain Enterprises GME Racing right there, that number 70. Race leaders were
perfect spot. 10 to go. That's when things start to shake and bake.
Yeah, 17 laps to go currently. Oh, somebody gets up. They're wrecking in the back. The 20 goes all the way around. You're seeing those guys just shake. The caution's going to come out, and now all that fortunate circumstances that happen are just going to move everybody to the front. You're going to see pit road get very busy here. But let's go back. We're going to take a look and see what happened as the caution came out. Ken MacArthur went off track. Cody Anderson was involved there. Whoa. It went way before that. Holy goodness. All right, Andrew Cobb. Here's what happened right here. Let's back it up. I've got to set the timing on here. When SDK Gaming did their update, I kind of lost everything, so I had to start over from scratch. And I do believe Ken MacArthur was involved in that, so we'll just go from Ken's point of view.
It can look like he got a little bit sideways there after the wall.
So there's the point of view. The 97 is Ken MacArthur. You're going to see them come around. Looks like, somebody got up into the wall. That was the 72, Jack Webb, already a signature eNascar Cup Series driver. Right around in the back right there. We're going to back up, and we're going to look at it from an overhead view. And that'll give you a little bit, but I like the ability to just rewind this thing. It's so nice. So here's a look from the view of the 72 right there. Oh, it was netcode. They were inside of, that was weird.
Whoa. That was a bad netcode, too.
They literally connected and disjoined each other, and wow. Oh, wow.
And you got everyone in the back. That's when the cars in the back, they're like, brake, slam on the brake.
Yeah, that was Matthew Telder was involved in that one. Yeah, man, that was... Here's what happened with Telder. He was trying to slow down, and it's a whole lot to not be involved in. Of course, there was he was trying to hit his brakes, and everybody trying to slow down right there. Ken MacArthur gets into the nose of him. And the high banks of the start-finish line make it difficult to get going. Man, look at all that carnage. He was trying to avoid it.
Did you see Tony go through there, Jason?
I did. I saw.
Nice and easy. See, I told you. He was sitting back and just waiting.
Mr. Kivet doing his thing. There's the 72. He was coming around off of pit road. There's a whole bunch of drivers right there. Speaking of leaders, there's the man, the myth, the legend. Zachary Lima, he is out front right now, currently pacing around, trying to get everybody back on track. Not as bad as the cash race yesterday. Wayne Lowe out there on Facebook, or on Facebook on YouTube. The netcode actually wrecked Wayne and myself. It was pretty, and Joe, I believe Joe was in there as well. Eric Schaefer, yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad netcode. We were leading, and it sent me into Joe from Wayne Lowe. Wayne Lowe was on the outside behind, trying to push Joe, and however it happened, his bumper ended up in my car, and it turned me. And I don't know. We still don't know how that goes. Tonight is not Bradley Jacob Dunson's night, is what he is saying. On the second drink, says Cody Kinsey out there. Eric Schaefer says third. Drinkin Bros Racing out there having a great time.
Oh, we are gonna be so great this next race.
Yeah. Yeah, side drafting, as long as you keep your body square with them, when you get your nose close to the bumper, that's when you have an issue or a force of net code. And that's the one thing that I know that iRacing needs to work on. And that's going to be where they have to figure that out, is how to get that touch zone or that net code zone to be a little bit more closer to the body of the vehicle. Drains out there. I'm crying, laughing, says Cody Kinsey. Some side by side there, they are back again. So we're going to go back to green flag racing very shortly. As you see the long line of cars. Fred the flagman's up on the stand. You're going to see all that. 3 laps down from a bad pit and then blew your engine there. On to the next one, says Mr. Dunson. Alabama's finest. You're still talking to... Too funny. Down the front stretch you go. You're going to see the pace car dive off. Sorry, guys. We try to have a little bit of fun and laugh with it, and that's the way it goes. Zachary Lima's going to lead him. Fred the flagman. I think he jumped there. Did he jump there? I'm not sure.
He got a heck of a jump because the outside lane was able to go underneath him.
Yeah, that was Zachary Lima, Stephen Korosek, Peyton Jennings, Sean Conklin's up there. There's Dylan Hastings. Maybe something that the race controller might have to go back and look at. Maybe later on, or I'll look at it whenever we get to the end of the race. But there they are, the 25, 24, 17, 9 in the 55. Dylan Hastings up there. There's some lap traffic to be contended with, trying to catch on pace. Looks like Mr. Wallace.
Looks like Mr. Schaefer said on Twitch, he jumped and the second place went down before the line.
So those two should be, they should look like an EOL situation, but that's up for the race controller to decide, because now on the outside, Dylan Hastings has the 54 of Sean Conklin right there. These
pushing
guys,
them.
they are hauling, but the 9 gets turned around. Everybody,
no,
the big one happens. The big one happens right here. As they were trying to go, I think Dylan Hastings was trying to go down, and Sean was still pushing him right there. And now the big one happens. Daryl's the lucky dog, throw the yellow, says Wayne Lowe. There it is. As they have to reset, wait for it. There's Sean Conklin right there. He was. We're going to go back and take a look at what happened there. That was. Whew. Here it is. We're going to just kind of follow along with what happened there. We will stop it right there. I mean, that is a run. Dang old dogs. Let's follow along right here. Getting a good run. It looks like Dylan was trying to go down. Oh, no, that's what happened. He was trying to go down. Sean didn't. I know that Sean didn't mean to do that, but he thought he was trying to go down with him.
Yep, he tried to follow down with him, and then Dylan looks like he checked up and was going to stay up there up high with them, and he came up and Sean went down, and then we have our helicopter award.
Oh, yes. Hold on. We have to go back and see who that was.
I do believe it was the 25. 25 looked like he went spinning a little bit there.
Here's a look at it from the overhead. That was the 9 of Dylan Hastings. Hastings, Dylan. That poor Dylan, man. So there he is, the 9 of Dylan Hastings. He went around about 6 times. As we will go back to live conditions. And yeah, that was insane. So the helicopter award so far is the 9 of Dylan Hastings as he enters pit road. You see it. That was the big one that happened. There it is. Dylan Hastings.
That was the big one. I thought it was going to be under 10 laps to go, but They proved me wrong there.
Right outside of 10.
They gave me an extra lap.
Only. I don't know who went in at full speed. All I know is that Sean Conklin's out front. And that was the helicopter award right there of the race. And if somebody else beats it, then, well, tough luck. Signature eNascar Truck Series action Saturday night. Drinkin Bros Racing Bash at Daytona. Race 1. Race 2 is going to be coming up right after this. As you see, there's the 54 of Sean Conklin out there to lead the tracks around. Steven Korsek, he is right there as well, coming off pit road. Peyton Jennings, Roswell Harlow, the 4th, Brad Young, Ryan Wilson, Chris Bates, Jake Elrod's up there. There he is. Dark Horse Racing Machine, Michael Woolley, the man, the myth, the legend. Big old No Limit Racing. If you guys haven't checked out No Limit Racing, make sure that you follow their Facebook page. Used to broadcast for No Limit Racing, very big supporters of them. NoLimitRacing.net to find out their broadcast schedule and all of their information. Speaking of No Limit Racing, I want to make sure that we mention that sponsor you see on your screen right there, 46 Branding. Go to 46branding.com. Yes, it's spelled with a U because you deserve the finest in wares and, of course, and always, the classic swag for the classic person in mind. 46branding.com, and they've got some awesome stuff.
Looks like they give Sean Conklin the 54 EOL for that.
Sean Conklin gets the EOL, so he's going to drop to the back, causing an avoidable incident. The battle box is up, but not anymore. Eric Schaefer, yes, yep, he was getting the EOL. I do believe Don was getting to it. Shout out to Wooten for doing all the race control, tall tasks to have. Cody Kinsey out there. Cars involved. He got an EOL, said Schaefer. There was no coming up there. That was a push, and it's what happened. Could have let off just a little bit, and that's what turned him. So things happen when you cause an accident. You get an EOL. That is the rules in the signature eNascar Cup Truck and soon-to-be Xfinity Series, also in the Whelen Modified Series. Speaking of Whelen Modifieds, every Friday night we're going to be back to broadcasting the Whelen Modifieds this Friday. We were going to try yesterday, but life got the best of me. Had a JROTC function, and so
we had a good race still, Jason. We had a good race.
So, but we'll be back at it as well. The signature Esports Road Series, or the SERS, is going to be starting October 2nd. That's going to be broadcasted right after the Whelen Modifieds. Trying to reach that, that national market right there. I'm getting told to check my messages. Do you know how, it's not fun. Not fun. I don't want to check my messages. No, you cannot change lanes before the start-finish line. No, unless you're avoiding an accident. No. Now you know.
Sounds like the more EOLs are going to get handed out there, Jason.
Oh, looks like it might be happening. Here they come. There's the 24 right there on the inside. Gets right to green flag is when they go, and now they're back up at it again.
Oh, yeah. We got a little bumping back there.
All right, you're looking at that. There is the line that they are trying to run. 8 laps to go right here from virtual Daytona International Speedway. See, that side draft is working. The 17 is up there, Peyton Jennings. He's keeping up with the race leaders right now on that restart just by side drafting that vehicle, waiting for somebody to be pulled up there with him. Oh, they're spinning in the back. Cautions breed cautions. They're going to be at it again.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like I don't know if that was Woolley or the doubles. No, it wasn't Woolley. That was Brian Dublé back there. It looks like he was involved in that one. I saw him start to go around. Holy goodness gracious. Yellow flag comes out. Brian Dublé said he crashed. He was up there. There's the 22. Oh, net code. Big old net code. There was a foot, 2 feet. Big old net code.
Oh, man.
That should never have happened.
Nope.
You could see the distance. Here, let's back up just a moment. Thank you, everybody out there running these signature esports themes. You guys are amazing. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to pause it right there. We're going to run it at quarter speed. And we're going to go to the far chase cam. Here's what it looks like. Here's the 00 K2Z Glassworks. Speaking of tiny puppy toes. He was, in this situation, I don't believe he was taken out. I believe this was netcode. Yes, that was incredible netcode. There was nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, iRacing, today you are not my friend. And you're not Brian Dublay's friend. And tiny puppy toes out there. That was insane.
That's the whiplash move right there. You going one way, you get spun into a tornado another way.
Yep. Cars and cars involved. That's why Conklin was given the. We understand why Conklin was given the OL. I know why Conklin was given the OL. That it basically became the big one. The big one happened 2 cautions ago. 5th caution of the day. Lots of green flag runs in this one, so I'm excited to see how the next one runs. Side view looked like he got taken out. I can understand that.
Well, to say the least, Jason, the Drinkin Bros apparently are in. 3 of us are in the next one, and then, well, we've gotten started early.
Of course, to be in the
Drinkin' should be really interesting.
What's the number 1 rule of being in the Drinkin Bros?
You have to tell us what beer is currently sitting next to you before you can even apply to join the Drinkin Bros.
Of course and always, you have to be 21 years of age. There's your lucky dog right there, brought to you by 46 Branding. My man, the myth, he is the man. This guy right here. Bush Latte, says Eric Schaefer. There is
Love the lattes.
Daryl Paget. Wayne Lowe, we are going to have a second race right after this for the drivers who did not miss or who missed the opportunity to get in because you have over 107 members of the league. It kind of filled up within less than 2 minutes. That's Matt B out there. That sounds awful. So we are going to be having. So Daryl's going to restart at the tail end of the longest line. There is Peyton Jennings. He's going to be your race leader right there. This is for pole. The next one's going to be for the outside pole. So you guys are going to be able to. Those who missed this first one are going to be able to get into the second one, and then next Saturday these drivers are all going to go into one qualifying session. Or multiple qualifying sessions. We're going to take the fastest 41 trucks, and they're going to be in the Drinkin Bros inaugural race, first points race of the season, the Drinkin Bros at Daytona 150. That's going to be next Saturday. It's going to start right around 8:25 Eastern Standard Time.
Mr. Tony Kivett said, "Jack and Coke, please."
Jack and Coke says it.
He must be waiting for it.
Alrighty, so let's look at it. Hey, you've got you got Tony Kivett working his way up, though. He's got some time.
He does. It looks like they did too. Steven, they gave Steven the EOL for that jump and then switching lanes before the start finish.
Absolutely. Jumping and switching lanes. You're not allowed to do it. That is a part of the rules. These guys know it. You got to maintain your lane and jump in the restart. We are always green flag starts and restarts right here. Signature Esports for those. He said, yes, sir. Eric Schaefer says out there. Big Shafe out there on Twitch. Appreciate you guys out there. Thank you for filling up the chats. Thank you for filling up the races. A whole lot of fun to be had. So out front, Peyton Jennings, the number 17. Roswell Harlow is going to restart on the outside. The 10 of Brad Young. The 20 of Ryan Wilson's up there. Chris Bates, the man with the donkey as his crew chief. He is out there in 5th. Elrod, then Wooly, Thomas, Huey Jr., Webb, and Klinger. That's going to be, and Dylan Hastings, after getting that unfortunate incident earlier whenever he was leading, he has worked his way back up there into the top 12.
That donkey's working for Chris.
He is.
Moved him up to 5th. He needs to hire him on for a multi-million-dollar contract.
That's right. Pace car comes off. Lights are off. He's going to hit pit road. These guys are going to get up and wait for the green from Fred the Flagman. They are back at it once again.
No.
Missed
The
a
inside
gear.
lane did not get a jump.
The 17 looked like he either missed a gear or maybe he started in third. Not sure what happened there, but a nice jump from Roswell Harlow and Ryan Wilson. They're there. Jake Elrod has some help. The 13 of Michael Woolley's going to get right to his rear bumper and try to will his way around the 14, 13, 15. That is how the top line looks. They need to switch that around.
That is the worst feeling ever when you're on that bottom line and it doesn't go, or when you're on that top line and it doesn't go, because you just see all the cars that were behind you flying by you, and you're like, oh no.
There it is. There goes the Jake Elrod. He's going to lead the top line around, and Roswell Harlow, he is going to be right there up front. The 65 of that GME Ford. I'm sorry. Yes, Ford. He is now going to be looking at the 14 to his inside. Black Horse Auto Transport. It looks like the 14 is going to have Michael Woolley. Oh, big one, big one. Michael Woolley gets collected. Another big one right there. We are going to have a green, white checkered. I think my relative froze.
I'm pretty sure the whole pack but the 5 cars just got taken out, Jason.
I think, like, everything switched all at once, and I think the whole relative just froze. They do say cautions breed cautions, and Jake Elrod went up. Michael Woolley was trying to get to the inside, and that is what's collected. So, oh, man. That was huge.
I was just getting ready to say that the big one was still yet to come. There's 3 laps left in. Well,
there's what it looks like whenever the entire field gets collected. Looks like Sean Conklin made it through right there. He went off track, but he made it through. All right, we got to back up. I want to back up, and I want to look at it from his point of view, from the cockpit, because that right there is, it's going to be insane because he just dove low. So
that's one of those times where you go down and you just hold.
So this is how this is going to transpire right here. Oh, he's short. I forgot. Let's stop that right there. We're going to look at it from the nose bumper. There it is. All right, so we're going to back up. This is what it looks like from the point of view of Sean Conklin. Here he is right here. He sees him tying up. They're going to tie up right here. He goes low. Oh, gets a little bit of contact from the 36, but he straightens up and comes back through. That was huge. Tony made it through, says Cody Kinsey.
He's got some front end damage on that thing though. He might have made it through, but he slammed into somebody.
Oh my goodness, what an incredible, formally informal.
I think the whole line needs a Jack and Coke after that.
My goodness. All right.
Whew.
Catching everybody up real quick. All of the messages. There's the 65, the 13, the 17, the 94, and the 22. That's going to be your top 5. Are they going to give Woolley an EOL for that? I'm not sure. I'm trying to look and see. Insert sad face, said Cody Kinsey. Oh, he just blew. Did he blew? Did he blow?
I think they were talking about Mr. Tony Kivet. He made it to the pits, but he blew on the way there.
Man, should have asked for. I hope somebody pushed him because he's been nice. All right, wow, we just got a huge Jack and Coke for Tony after post-race tech. At least Eric Schaefer can drink. He said, yes, sir. Making MWE proud. Zach Camella out there. Matt B41 says, I'll try a Heineken Mocha. I don't know what that is. Fixing to hop into the channel soon, says Cody Kinsey. Wayne, yes. So the second set is going to be the drivers who didn't make it into this first one. Michael Woolley having a little bit of code issues going on there. So yes, that will be for the drivers who didn't make it in because of this. So that'll be for the outside pole position. Michael Woolley getting the EOL right there. It looks like he's going to pull off and wait his turn to get back in the line. First, I thought we had green-white checkered attempts right here.
No, it looks like it's going to finish without the green-white checkered.
You know what? iRacing and I are about to have some issues because the green-white checkered is the way it was going to be. Roswell Harlow comes home, your race winner right there. And that's how things are going to finish. So we apologize about not having a green-white checkered, but that was an incredible finish right there. It was an incredible finish. Looks like Woolley was fine. 14 came down, says Cody Kinsey out there. Big wreck junkyard, says Don Wooten. Engine just blew. That's the race, says Don Wooten. It was out. Jake, okay. Yes, Roswell Harlow, go Team GME. And okay, thank you. I'll see you on the track for the second one, says Wayne Lowe. And my goodness, what a race. Whew.
Knew it was going to happen.
Well, it has to happen that way. So let's look for Mr. Harlow real quick, and we're going to try to bring him in as he burns down the house. And we'll talk to him about what he is doing. The number 65, the race winner without a green-white checkered, did a great job. Roswell Harlow, the fourth GME or Green Mountain Enterprises. Buddy, you did a great job in that Ford, and it came down to the wire right there where you just had to stay out in front of everybody and miss the big ones. Roswell Harlow, you got a copy out there, buddy.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I was hitting the wrong push the talk button.
You're perfect.
Right, Roswell. Too many
yeah,
buttons to control.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was wild. It was that was incredible. I wasn't going to try to win it, but just figured try to keep the nose clean and take care of the thing. Don't beat the bumpers off anybody and don't boil the motor off, and kept the heads up and just happened to get lucky at the right times.
Well, congratulations. You do have the pole for the Drinkin Bros Daytona 150. That's going to be next Saturday. It was a great race. We had a lot of green flag runs, cautions, precautions, especially here at Daytona whenever that caution comes and you have to try to make a move, and that's kind of what happens there. Michael Woolley was right behind you. He was trying to make a move, and it just looked like you guys were all in tune. It seemed like it was a good classic race for you guys.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely that was a great race. Don't let the end fool you. It was start to finish. We at least up front from where I was sitting, that entire race was phenomenal. Everybody was given just enough room they needed. Side draft was working like it should have. Bump drafting was working like it should have. And I mean, we were able to get lined up and get 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. And but Michael did a great job pushing me at the end for sure. I just still don't know how I kept it straight.
You can't. Go ahead.
With the exception of the whole field wrecking out, because we know we never want that. I know that feeling, Roswell, when you're sitting up there in the front and you look in that mirror and you just see everybody turning behind you. It is one of the most relieved feelings in the world.
Yeah, and you don't get it often, that's for sure.
No.
All right, my man. Well, we're going to have a second race here right after this, and these guys are going to be able to jump in and try their hands at making things, making somebody sit on the outside of you. But congratulations on the pole, and welcome to the signature eNascar Truck Series.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Absolutely. Roswell Harlow,
Roswell.
the number 65. Michael Newbrow's going to be in the next one. And
I am. Come watch.
I may have to bring in Mr. Kivett up there as he's going to be the one that's sitting on the outside. Let's take a look at your race results real quick before I let everybody go. Drinkin Bros Racing Bash at Daytona. Overlay subtitle, you see it right there. That's just the way it is. I don't know what's going on with it. But either way, brought to you by, of course, iRacing.com and Drinkin Bros Racing. Roswell Harlow is going to be your race winner. Michael Woolley, Peyton Jennings, Scott Huey Jr., and Clint Leatherwood. That's your top five. We're going to go down to 10th place, Dusty Applin, and then Brad Young and Chris Proger Progar right there. That's going to make your 15th and 16th. Jack Webb comes home with an 18th place finish. And moving on down to the next page, Cody Anderson, we were talking about him a little bit ago. Chris Bates is going to come over the top 20. Daryl Paget, of course. Dylan Hastings there as well. Ryan Wilson in 28th. That is where he finished. Jesse Necula, we saw him for a little bit there. Jason Hastings was there as well. Those guys were kind of working tandemly. But 34th for Hastings and 38th for Necula. You see your standings as they are. And then, of course, I believe the rest of it's just there's Jason Guerrero out there. Dan Fowley, he was up there for a long time. And then myself and then Ellis Garrett. I believe Ellis didn't. He had to reset. Something happened to his computer. So good stuff from Woolley. Good stuff from everybody out there. I will let you, we're going to put you on a little bit of a break. We're going to let the race reset for a little bit, and then we will be back at it here in just a moment. Mr. Newbrow, thank you very much for doing what you do out there.
No problem, buddy. It's always fun.
Oh, absolutely. All right, guys, we're going to put you on a break. We'll be right back with you here in just a little bit with the second race of the Drinkin Bros Racing Bash at Daytona for P2. That's where they're going to be running. As the helicopter played one more time, this is going to be round 2 for the Drinkin Bros Racing Bash at Daytona. I am, of course, Jason right here with Signature Esports. So good afternoon, good evening, good morning to you once again. We're watching these guys practice for just a little bit, and this is the second race. It's going to be for the outside pole position for next week's race. So the winner here gets to start on the front row right next to the number 65 of the last race. It was Mr. Harlow. So absolutely fantastic race. Make sure you get those watch parties started back out there. Thank you to everybody out there on my watch party. There's Mr. Randy Blackburn out there. Thank you very much. Elaine Jantz, thank you. Hillary Robertson, a good friend from, back in the high school days. Josh Klinger out there as well. Thank you all very much out there on my personal watch party. And, of course, all of you out there on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, make sure you get all of that stuff going again. Drinkin Bros Racing Bash at Daytona. 60 more laps for this second round. I am joined in the broadcast booth by none other than two men of featured statue, Mr. Daryl Padgett, the number 69. He is also a part of Team Don't Hit Me, which is my team. Absolute pleasure to have Mr. Daryl Padgett in here, Australian native. How are you doing this evening, my fine friend?
I'm very well, mate. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Daryl Padgett's right there. And then, of course, the Midwest Maniac himself, the operations admin for Signature Esports, and, of course, member of Team Don't Hit Me here for the Signature eNascar Truck Series, Mr. Michael Woolley, who I believe might have his mic muted at the moment. But I know that he's here. He's at least in the room. So he is the man in here as well. These guys doing great things. All good things. All good things. Checking all the messages out there. I appreciate it. Dean Kenzie out there on Facebook. Brandon Walker out there. Cody Kenzie again on Facebook. Tony Kivett says, come on, Drinkin Bros on Twitch. Thank you for the new follows out there while we were waiting. BK Shatter Farms out there following us on Twitch. Thank you for doing that. Appreciate everybody tuning in for these long stints. I do know that practices are what make these guys figure out what their lines are. And we set up the race to be the same as what the last one was, even though we had a few little issues with fast fixes being on. But they came in handy for some, and for others, maybe not so much. How was the race for you, Daryl? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how that went for you. I know that you were right there in the mix. You qualified right in the middle of the pack. But how did it go for you?
Great. It was good fun. I'm very, very competitive in the trucks, I think, so it looks like it's going to be a good season.
Well, definitely going to be a good season. I know that you were when you came with the Signature eNascar Cup Series, you were new to the ovals, and you found situations that you could work and find yourself good at. And restrictor plate tracks, which is the super speedways, you found yourself very fortunate to be quite fast and of course able to pick up the draft and look and see what drivers are doing. The trucks, are they a better fit for you, or do you think that it's just a little bit easier to maintain, to learn from?
I just think that they're a bit more stable than the NASCARs, and I'm finding it easier to be competitive here than I was in the Cup Series.
Well, absolutely out there. Yeah, those who are out there on the feed, I had to reset the restream whenever we came in. And if it says the All-Star race on there, I will go back and re-edit that and change that. I know that some of them say the like on Facebook, I've shared the watch party that says Signature eNascar Truck Series Bash at Daytona. But on Twitch, there's a possibility that it might actually still say that it never cut my stream. So if it says that out there, just know that this is the Drinkin Bros Bash at Daytona. It is brought to you by Drinkin Bros Racing Team right here, a part of the they are right here a part of the Signature eNascar Truck Series. And if you want the most famous Drinkin Bros Racing t-shirt, go to signatureesports.com, go to our shop button, click on t-shirts, and you're going to see one that says Willie's butt on it, and it's quite hilarious. You need to buy one of them. You'll have to take a look and see what that says. It's absolutely hilarious. signatureesports.com for a live link as well. You can watch live on our website. You can also watch live on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and we still appreciate you. King Rooster out there, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that as well. We're going to take a pause for the cause. Daryl and I are going to broadcast with you here in a little bit. I know that Mr. Michael Willey is going to be back and join us for a little bit. Glad to hear Daryl is having fun. Hate that you have to miss out on the bash. Internet is going in and out. Trust me, it's kind of been finicky across the nation with all the storms, and then of course we're seeing California have all those wildfires. You know how bad it can be at a super speedway. It was actually a great race. The first one was a great situation to be in. A lot of fun, and it just so happened that cautions breed cautions. So right there at the end, we had quite a few cautions. So, but to say the least, let's pause for the cause for our sponsors, and then we'll be back with you here in a little bit. Qualifying is going to get underway. We're about 15 minutes away from being back to the drop of the green flag, where Fred says, "Go, go, go." If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport, or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740. Don't let your business hit the wall in 2020. Ride on board with a top team that crosses the line in P1. As a business owner, the fine line between success and failure is making smart decisions. One of the smartest decisions is hiring the right financial partner to help you run and grow your business. That's where KSDT CPA has got you covered. Whether it's taxes, audit, or consulting, KSDT is a full-service CPA and advisory firm that can handle all of your accounting and business needs to help you achieve all of your goals. Follow KSDT CPA on all of the social channels today, or go to ksdtcpa.com to find out more information. KSDT CPA is recognized by Forbes as one of America's top tax firms for 2020 and is a frequent sponsor of the Truck, Xfinity, and NASCAR Cup Series.
Are we live? Oh. How much time do they have for practice? Honey, it was 10, but good guess.
Alrighty. Chunky Courtney out there on Twitch. Hopefully that helped with you. Austin Harger out there. Good luck on session 2. Speaking of Austin Harger, he owns Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles out there. Check him out on Facebook. He's also the sponsor of our next race with the Cup Series. It's going to be qualifying happening this next Wednesday for the J.J. Watt Foundation Texas 300. That's going to be coming up. Make sure you check him out. Brad Young out there. First race was a blast. Let's go, boys. You have the Signature Esports Road Series currently reacted. Also, if you can also react to the Truck Series if you want to be a part of the Truck Series. And all the other series that are out there, of course, and always. Daryl, my friend, is back here with me, and of course, Mr. Michael Woolley. You guys heard him. We were talking between the break while just trying to get everything situated. Welcome back to the broadcast. Mr. Michael Woolley's broadcasted with us several times in the past. Qualifying is underway. These guys are about to get everything situated. Fastest in practice was Wayne Lowe. He threw down some fast times. Cody Kinsey was right behind him. Then Donald Wooten. Looks like Daniel Helm is the first one to throw down a lap right there. Then Eddie Hawks. It looks like you're going to start seeing the relative update on everybody. You're going to see it up there up top of your screen. Thank you, everybody, for continuing to join in right here. Good old broadcasting done at your way. A whole lot of fun, a whole lot of shaking. Hopefully everybody enjoys themselves. Daryl, do I still have you there?
You certainly do, mate.
Absolutely. Daryl Padgett, the number 69. You're going to see him in all of our series. We've got the Signature E Sports Road Series. Daryl's going to be a part of that. We've got the Signature eNascar Truck Series, of course, and the Signature eNascar Cup Series. That is well underway. Sean Conklin said he needed that green-white checker at the end. I know. Trust me, we wanted to have the green-white checkered as well, but apparently somebody who set up the race, I'm not naming names, this guy, just didn't have it set right. So something happened there. We don't know what happened there, but we will make sure that it's right in the future, especially when we get to Daytona where there are no fast fixes, there are no wave arounds, there's no nothing. Everything is set to be as real as possible in this simulator. iRacing.com if you want to be a part of it. You go to Signature Esports and apply to be a part of the leagues over there as well. You can do that on iRacing as well. If you want to be a part of the Signature eNascar Truck Series, go to iRacing, search for the Signature eNascar Truck Series, and you'll be able to find it under my name. Appreciate everybody. Zach Camella out there. Let's roll Dawson. Giving everybody good shout-outs. Broadcast brought to you by, of course, right there on your screen, Indestructible Ball by a dog named Hank. That is on Amazon. Go to Amazon.com, search a dog named Hank Pet Toys in your search bar, and you'll be able to see it. 46branding.com, F-O-U-R-T-Y, 6 branding. The U is in there because you deserve classic swag for the classic person in mind. We are selected on Eddie Hawks, but looks like people are completing their out laps and their qualifying laps, and so the fastest is going to be sitting on the pole for this session. But the race winner of this second session is going to earn a P2 or the outside pole position for the Drinkin Bros Daytona 150 right here on Signature Esports platform, signatureesports.com. Of course, click the live link. You can also donate there. We appreciate everybody who does that. And then, of course, if you're on Twitch, subscribe with your Prime membership. You can do that as well. If you are out there on YouTube, follow all the links, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Appreciate everybody out there who does that. By doing that, I, of course, gain that notoriety, and that notoriety helps pay for the leagues. And not only helps pay for the leagues, but also the championship money. The grid is about to be set, and it's going to get interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun, and they're going to start loading in. Let's show the official grid as we're going to roll back all of the numbers. Here we are. Hide the ticker up there for you. Drinkin Bros Racing Bash at Daytona. You can't see that down there, but you're going to see it right here. Matt Belt's going to earn the pole position. Zach Rinker is going to start on the outside Wayne Lowe is there as well in third. Aiden Hill in fourth in the 89. Daniel Helm, the number 49, is going to be out there. Eddie Hawks. Hawks Sim Racing out there. Hawks Simworks. You're going to see him. Great cause that he has. Jim Etzel out there. Notable 317 that is raced with the Saturday Night Fever Truck Series. Nicholas Wassener is out there in the Michigan area, driving the number 15. Brad Young and Derek Schilling, the 87. Chris Roberge and Michael Woolley is out there to help foresee things. Dawson Wise is there as well. And, yeah, not quite the 40-car field, but this was everybody that couldn't make it into the next session. So we're going to start seeing those guys out there too. Cody Kenzie, Eric Schaefer's out there, Matt Roberts, Nick King, Michael Newbrow, Nathan Hall, Ryan Dipple, and you see all of the extra people. Ellis Garrett is out there as well. So yeah, absolute a lot of fun. We're going to have some fun. Are you excited for the race, Mr. Darrell?
I am, mate. Yeah, there's a few good boys in here, and some of the drivers are very exciting to watch.
Most definitely going to have their hands cut out for them with a smaller field, so the green flag runs are going to last a little bit longer, and we're going to see how well that they turn these laps. The number 58 of Matt Belt out front with Country Rebel 19 out there on Twitch saying, no pressure, no pressure. Appreciate everybody tuning in. And I've got Mr. Michael Woolley and Mr. Darrell Paget. Everybody knows that Darrell is, of course, my favorite Australian. Next to Joanne, Joanne was on a little bit earlier. She, of course, now resides in New Zealand, but of course from your neck of the woods.
Yeah, she is. Great girl.
Great. So, do you think we're going to have a lot of cautions in this one? Do you think the patience is going to? Because most of the drivers that are in here are drivers that you've raced with in the Cup Series, and there is an opportunity for you've got Zach Rinker up front, who's been very consistent at finishing in the top 10 in the Cup Series. Wayne Lowe is in there as well. Eddie Hawks, all of these veterans, surrounded by drivers they've not really raced around. With the series opening up to the basically our rookie, what we consider our rookie class for the Cup Series.
Well, in the first race, there was a lot of the new boys, and I thought they raced pretty clean. I thought it was not too bad. As far as this race goes, look, people like Eric Schaefer aren't going to hold back. He's going to be pushing to the front. So it'll be interesting to see how many cautions we end up with.
Well, 60 laps is what it is. Tony Kivet out there saying, come on, guys, on Twitch. Shane White says, good luck, race 2. Make it a good one. And they are going to definitely have their hands cut out for them. 60 long laps. That takes right around 51 seconds if the pace continues per lap. So we're looking at an hour for these guys, just under an hour if there are no cautions. So hopefully we see some good racing. Hopefully we see a new contender for the helicopter award. And always on green, so we're going to be back at it. Green, 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 says Fred the Flagman. They are off like a prom dress onto the front stretch right there. And this race is back underway, session 2. And let's see how things roll for them. They do have the same set of circumstances as they did in the last race. There's the 58 to 34s right there. These guys are going to just have to kind of line themselves out and be patient because 2 green flag pit stops are going to be under their belt. The girl with the ace tattoo out there on Twitch says, go Darrell. A lot of people know who you are because we'd like to talk about you. You're like an iRacing celebrity now, Darrell.
Well, that's very flattering, right?
That's absolutely right. So coming around turn 1, they're being a little bit patient, but you're seeing the bumper of the 34 trying to get to the bumper of the 58. Zach Rinker in the 60 drops down in front of a little blink action going on right there. That is sometimes the issue you don't ever want to have. And Zach Rinker is right there. There's the 58 of Matt Belt. Aiden Hill is up there. It looks like what is the 27, but he has scored the 89, the Ford right here. They are running down the backstretch. Lap 2 is underway. So Aiden Hill is a very young driver too. It's one of our second youngest drivers. We have Sean Conklin and then Aiden Hill, and we've got Zach Rinkers out there. He's a young buck as well. Most of our young drivers, they are trying their best to compete with the rest of the field, as Aiden Hill's going to lead around. Eddie Hawks, the 45, was trying to go with him, and at a certain point you kind of just got to be patient. There's the 27 and the 60 all right there. Eddie Hawks and the 45 on the outside. The 15 of Nicholas Wassener. I'm gonna have to make sure I say if it's Wassener or Wassener. I just want to make sure I get his name right. We'll have to talk about that later on. Getting a little bit shaky right there in the upper line, but the 27 to 60 look to be running a nice fruitful line. Daryl, whenever it came to when you guys had to make pit stops earlier, how many laps did your relative show that you had to run?
I think we were getting up around 20 laps, but I tried to be strategic and do a green flag stop, because we were running so well, and sure enough, 3 laps later, caution came out.
Well, that usually just puts you in a position to be a little higher in the field. From what I've found, as lap 4 is being completed under green flag conditions. The little bob and move right there. Somebody trying to go up high, and they kind of went up high a little fast. The 27 to 60, 34, and the 58 to 49 of Dan Helm. I think that's Daniel Helm. Yeah, Daniel Helm out there in that Ford. A lot more Fords in this session than they were in the last one. I'm not seeing a Toyota out there just yet. First Toyota in the session is going to be Ellis Garrett, but it doesn't look like he made it into the feature. He's not out there. Cody Kinsey is the last car on the lead lap right now. He is back there in 19th. But the green flag pit stop strategy is going to be one that's going to have to play in factor two when it comes to the main race, because at 20 laps, you're looking at 20 to 25 laps of fuel. You're looking at 75 laps. You're looking at least 3 to 4 green flag pit stops if cautions don't brew you. But if cautions do, then that of course shortens up.
Yeah, that was the gamble that I took, and unfortunately it didn't pay off today, but who knows.
Yeah, Brandon Banks out there says 27 to 28 laps. Thank you very much for that out there. I appreciate that. Aiden is your youngest brother, watching him for the first time today. Keep it up, buddy. Keep patient and keep it clean. He's doing good. He's leading around, and he's got one of the best pushers out there right behind him. A young tag team out front, 1 and 2, the 27 and the 60. There's the 58 right behind him in Matt Belt. So Ford, Chevy, Ford, as they continue to stripe the field. Lap 6 being completed, and definitely a little bit more calm in the beginning, just like the first race was. And these guys just having to have patience and use their lines to their effective. A little bit loose right there for the 317. Maybe gotten a little bit too much of a push from the 45 of Hawks. Daryl, nobody's using the outside line like the last race. I think they're just going to try to keep it single file.
Yeah, there was quite a few of us on the outside line in the first race. It was working well there for a while. We were gaining quite a bit of ground.
Well, I think just staying in the draft and keeping patient as we see that back pack, this back 4, they were about 2 seconds off the back of the pack just a little bit ago, and now they are back up front. Aiden Hill's your race leader as they come around turn 3 and turn 4 to the front stretch. You're going to see how these guys continue to make their lines work. Tire wear is going to be less of a factor than fuel, as the 7 looks to try to gain some ground with Wayne Lowe in the number 34. They are now on their way. Brad Young in that Ford working his wheel, trying to make things as interesting as possible. There's Brad Young right there. He's got the outside line working. Wayne Lowe is right there. We're going to take a look from quite possibly. There's some lap traffic coming out of pit road right there. Actually, I was trying to find the cockpit view. There it is. We're going to look at the cockpit view of Wayne Lowe. You see him right there, right behind Young, giving himself a little bit of space. wonderful lines that they're running. They're actually being a little bit steady, as you see. The draft does play a bigger factor on the outside line than it does the inside line. You can get huge runs, and if they're not as stable as what you think they should be, then for sure they become a little bit disheveled, and then you can make bigger runs. So you see the separation right there. A little bit of in and out movement from each one of these guys is now. You saw Brad Young go down in front of the young Aiden Hill. And the 34 of Wayne Lowe kind of went with him. The draft kind of pulled him down there. We're following along with Nick King in the number 22. He is running around the track currently in P11 or position 11. Both of these guys look to be running 15s on their car.
Yeah, Brad Young got a nice push from Wayne Lowe there, and now Wayne's dropped in behind him.
Wayne had an opportunity. The 27 looked like he came up to get a push from Daniel Helm in the number 49. You see him out there. He's running that matte black paint scheme right behind Aiden Hill. Full throttle.
Team Don't Hit Me.
Yeah, Team Don't Hit Me. That's right. Daniel Helm is part of our team right there as well. Team Don't Hit Me has had some good finishes today. We had top 2. Where did you finish, Daryl?
21.
That's all right. It's right there outside the top 20. And in this race, at least Daniel can finish, top 20. I think the worst he can finish is 21st. So it's all good. Good team Don't Hit Me strategy. You see that Radian number 49. He is out there running that Ford around. He's going to switch over to a Chevy next week and run a Chevy with a paint scheme that I've got for him. And you've got yours that I made for you. That's absolutely fantastic.
It's a beautiful paint scheme.
Oh yeah. I'm still digging the awesome a little bit of wear right there. I thought Aiden Hill was going to try to make the inside line work for him as Daniel was right there. He has the 45 of Eddie Hawks right behind him. So now Aiden takes the lead back over from Brad Young. Wayne Lowe's right there on the inside. So Aiden using some good lessons learned from other teammates to put himself back in the lead, and leapfrog has begun. Thank you, Brandon Banks out there. Thank you, everybody out there, for continuing to watch. Make sure you got those watch parties going out there on Facebook. Host the stream on Twitch. You're allowed to do that. I appreciate it if you would. And we're going to continue to run this circuit around. I do believe I still have my watch party going somewhere. Thank you.
Well, Team Don't Hit Me getting a nice push to the front here.
He is. Eddie Hawks is right there. Maybe he might bring Eddie if he had the right momentum. He might be able to bring Eddie Hawks with him. As you see, turn 3 and turn 4 being kind to the inside line, but the stretches, that's where they're gaining on the outside.
Yeah, the front stretch on the outside is way faster.
You're going to see the 49 get a nice little inkling shove. I think he was trying to bring the 45 with him, and there's just no luck for Eddie Hawks right there. And now the 49 is going to use the inside line to carry that draft. I mean, he could very well slide up and pull Eddie Hawks with him. But he's going to use that inside line to his advantage and get a push from Aiden Hill right there. Daniel Helm, the Team Don't Hit Me. There he is. He is running that inside line very, very nicely. Has Eddie Hawks to the outside. Wayne Lowe went up to help Eddie as well. FTR in the lead. Heck yeah, that was what was on Twitch. As Full Throttle Racing had the lead there for just a little bit. There goes Daniel Helm. The 27 is going to try to use Eddie Hawks right there as a way to try to get around the 49 of Daniel Helm. Patience was always the thing that we were talking about with leapfrog. Sean Conklin did the same thing in race 1, and by the time it was all said and done, they had expended so much energy trying to do it that when the caution came out, it forced them way in the back of the pack. As you see, the 7 down below, he's going out trying to get some air. The 49 of Daniel Helm using the inside line, and that is what's going to make that work right there. The 45 of Eddie Hawks, one of the best pushers out there.
Yeah, along with Wayne Lowe. If you wanted someone behind you could trust. They're two of the blokes you could really look forward to having pushing you.
You know, they're trying to get to the point where Daniel's going to be clear, or the 27 is going to be clear, and he's going to have to either use the 45 of Eddie Hawks right there on the high line, because the 27 was clear right there, and I do believe he is trying to get the 45 involved. As Daniel Helm takes the inside line, Drinkin Bros, Tony Kivet out there. Yes, sir. And then he's doing what I did because you're spotting him, telling him what to do, says Sean Conklin out there. When you're having the inside advantage from the advice from the guys that oversee it. Dawson Wise is looking wise. The man is the number 24. There he is. He is up there in that Bass Pro paint scheme, that Chevrolet, all the way up top, trying to make things work. Let's check on the guys that are together. Drinkin Bros Racing, there they are. There's the 3, there's the 96 right there, there's the 56 there as well. Cody Kinsey in the number 11, he is a part of that as well. So all of these guys working together, knowing that they are on the same pit cycle. They are catching the line very fast. One of the best pushers out there, and I can attest to it. The 96 of Chris Roberg out there, I will tell you, pushed me around Daytona the other day, and or Talladega the other day, and it was absolutely fantastic. Brown Odor over here for Aiden. He's driving a heck of a race. Absolutely. He's doing a great job. He's trying to keep himself in check. Eddie Hawks now out there in the lead. Wayne Lowe is right there as well. 27 trying to run with Eddie Hawks on the inside. All they have to do is side draft from the 45 up to Wayne Lowe's going to gear, and that's where you saw it right there, how much air he pulled away on the exit, because normally that high line is so fast, and Eddie Hawks just pulled a ton of energy off the 34 by pulling the air, or the virtual air, around from the 27 right there on the tail of the 45, making sure to get himself a little bit of air whenever he dips down to the double yellow. You're going to see it right there. He's going to come into the corner, and look at all of that speed that they are carrying right there on the bottom line. 34 and the 49 don't have a stretch right there. You're going to see the 45 and the 27 continue to lead around. Hard racing up front, says Don Wooden. Absolutely good racing. It's good, clean racing. The 27 doesn't need to get too far underneath the 45, though. He's got an opportunity. There's enough space that he could do exactly what I was getting ready to say. He was going to go outside and try to lead around. As a little bit of separation from the 49 right there gets him outside, and that slows a whole lot of progress up that they were making. So now 3 wide from 5 on back, and this is testing the waters. As now you're going to see the inside line kind of pull away. Aiden blinks out just a little bit there.
What a great display of team racing back there from Drinkin Bros Racing. They're catching that field in front really, really quick.
Well, let's take a look at the pit strategy that they had. I want to see when they went into pits. Their top speed 192 right now. Kind of made me think that quite possibly they went to pit road, but they didn't. They just they're hanging back and waiting for it. Look at that single file. You see that single file line working together back there. I know that when they get out there and run, they communicate really well. They are going to see. You're going to see a lot of these guys race different strategies, and they're going to try to stretch the fuel as much as they can. Zach Camilla out there. Side draft is strong after the patch. Love to see it. I'm digging it. We got to use it just a few days ago, and it was absolutely fantastic to know that if I went up to side draft somebody, or I came down to side draft somebody, I was pulling that energy if I had the momentum going forward. So it's absolutely it's great to see. But Aiden Hill back out front. Eddie Hawks is right there in the 45. Wayne Lowe, he is trying to use that inside line to his advantage, or his outside line to his advantage. But Aiden Hill comes up to block. A little too soon to be blocking that early. That right there might become costly if you continue to do that. You don't need to block that early. I would just play a game of leapfrog because pit laps are coming.
And as talented as these young fellas are, that's what you were saying before. That's the only thing they probably need to learn is just that little bit of patience. They've got the talent, they've got the raw speed. They're brilliant to watch.
And that's exactly always been my point. You can drive a vehicle all the way around this track, but at the end of the day, when it comes to being patient, the moment that you start losing your cool and you start pushing it too hard is the moment that you put your nose where it basically doesn't belong, and then you get sucker punched. And that's the last thing that you want. Austin Harger out there, it definitely was. Absolutely. Just a little bit too soon to be trying to block for the lead. I mean, that inside line's probably going to come together. If I know anything about what pit strategy is going to go, the outside line might go together depending on how this works out. So we're going to start seeing pit strategy be a part of the cycle, as now they are losing a little bit of ground right there, but there's the 45 and the 34. They are coming together and doing quite nicely. So Eddie Hawks and Wayne Lowe, those guys have been partners quite a bit. 24's falling off pace. It looks like pit cycles are about to be a part of the game. This pit strategy is going to be brought to you by the Indestructible Rubber Ball by a dog named Hank. Right there on Amazon, you're going to start seeing these guys trying to make it to pit road. I think this is where we're going to show who has the experience to get on pit road and who does not have the experience to get on pit road, because this is where things can get dicey, especially when it comes to hard braking. '27 up high. There's the 45 and the 34 right there. Lap 23 being completed under green flag conditions. Some good teamwork there. Absolutely. Definitely good teamwork. And not surprising with half the field that we have that we've seen these long green flag runs. But most definitely an interesting fact to see that these guys are going to be used to running with each other. When they get into the bigger pack, they are going to end up having to figure out their lines as well. So good racing so far, as you're seeing these guys really take the cake. And lap 23 being completed. They're saying 25 to 28 is what I've gotten out there on Facebook. They're coming around turn 4 onto the front stretch. We're going to start seeing whether or not people are going to start taking the time to come into pit road. The pack of Eric Schaefer, Chris Roberg, and Michael Newbrow, Cody Kinsey, and Matt Roberts. These guys are back here. They're starting to figure some things out. They are just lightly staying about 7 to 8 seconds off the race leaders, just holding their own, doing their thing. So not much has changed right there, and they're just kind of keeping pace.
Well, I think they've got something in mind, mate. They'll probably have something in store for these boys at the end of the race.
Well, I bet they do. I bet they're working they're definitely working their strategy out. If I know anything about those guys, they've had plenty of time to think about it after watching the first race, and they're going for that outside pole position. That's what they want.
Here we go with the pit stop starting.
Derek Schilling, Nick King, Nathan Hall, Jim Edsel, and Daniel Helm. All of those guys on pit road. They're coming back. That's the man right there, the number 49, Daniel Helm. He is part of our team that I'm so gracious to own and help educate and help people gain momentum with iRacing. That's the whole point of having a league is that purpose right there. As you see the next group, it looks like they're probably going to have to come to pit road together, because Aiden Helm, after he had led quite a few laps, no doubt he's burned through a lot more fuel than some of these other guys have, so he's going to dive down. You're going to see that right there. Doing a good job of slowing down. Eddie Hawks and Wayne Lowe, they're gonna meet the line one more time. They're going to be just a little off pit cycle, so it's a good thing they're pitting together. There's the 58 of Matt Belt, who's sitting third. He's got Aiden Hill right there as well. Nick Keene all the way up into this group right here. They're catching back up to speed. That number 22, they're the first to leave pit road. And Eddie Hawks and Wayne Lowe, they are back out there as well. Hawks Simworks currently leading the laps around. He's led the last 5. And no doubt separation coming. They're going to come down. They're going to hit pit road and try to gain those huge pit stops. And these guys are absolute fantastic individuals. If you've not talked to Eddie Hawks, well then, by all means, give him a ring ding on Facebook. That man right there, Eddie Hawks, he has Hawks Simworks. He builds custom hand grips and steering wheel apparatuses, and for those who are disabled and want to be a part of the iRacing community. So absolute fantastic guy. Green flag pit stops are underway. Aiden Hill, he's coming around the turn. He's trying to catch somebody. Currently sitting in third. And not far off of trying to catch the race leaders. There is a whole bunch of traffic about to catch him. And everybody's starting to figure things out. As Wayne Lowe comes off pit road first, Eddie Hawks is right behind him. And then about to catch up to him into turn one. You're going to start seeing him quite possibly here very shortly. Aiden Hill and that big old pack. So when they get around, they're going to be a little off the pace, but they're going to be able to have a draft to be picking off of.
Yeah, I was having a look at some pictures of Eddie's stuff the other day, and I think his wheel itself has got thumb controls because, but Eddie is so fast.
Yeah, you would never think that he was using thumb controls. He uses a steering wheel, and he's wheelchair bound, so he uses thumb controls for his accelerator and his clutch and everything else, and everything is all right there at his hands, but he still uses a steering wheel to continue what he does. And it's just absolutely, it's incredible to know that, and you would never think that. You would think that he had, $1 million setup because of the way he drives.
I think the stuff he does is just fantastic.
Absolutely incredible person. I know that he's reached people all over the world. I mean, I know that he's got the opportunity. I think somebody is going to purchase one of his and send it your way down in Australia, and he's going to send it to me first. So I'm going to actually get to see this apparatus, and I want to get some pictures of it too. I want to be like, all right, this is what he does, and try to help promote him and market him.
Absolutely.
Another entrepreneur that they were talking about, young Aiden Hill, who's sitting right there. He is working on actually developing a steering wheel to go in line with what Eddie does. So that's another young entrepreneur right there who's got a bright future. But let's talk about the race, because everybody's caught back up with the pack, and you're seeing looks like 3 packs for them. So you've got that. You got the front pack with Aiden Hill right there. Then you've got just about 7 cars back, 6 cars back. It's going to be Wayne Lowe leading that pack there as well. Ooh, 58 gets a nose right down to him. So the 15, or whoever the 15 is up there, I think that's Dawson Wise, it might be. Or I'm sorry, Derek Schilling. He's going to fall a little bit off pace right there. He's going to have to get back in line. There's the 7. The 24 is right behind him. So the 58 and the 27 lead to the line. Zach Ranker's up there in third. Brad Young and Dawson Wise. Derek Schilling back there. Wayne Lowe, Daniel Helm, Eddie Hawks, Nathan Hall. And those guys are working their way up to that pack as well. So single file all the way around. Most of these guys pitted around lap 26, so 27. And things are now lining up as they come around to the backstretch. I do believe we're going to start facing some lap traffic. This patience has to be key for everybody. 15 seconds off of the lead pack are these guys right here. They went down pit road. Ooh, not sure what happened to the Grim Reaper
Mr.
right
Newbrow.
there. Yeah, that's Mr. Newbrow. He got right up into the wall right there, so I'm not sure what happened. Hopefully his VR didn't go off on him. It's the only thing I can...
Well, he's part of Drinkin Bros Racing, so...
There they come around.
I guess anything's possible.
It is all very, very possible. Eric Schaefer leading that group around, and they are just roughly, if I'm looking at it right, roughly about 15 seconds still off, and they're actually losing ground on their laps. So they've got to really start figuring out what they need to do to keep that single file trucking around. And if they do that, then everything will be just fine. As Matt Belt currently leads the 58 in front of Zach Rinker. The 27 slides up in front of Mr. Wayne Lowe right there. So the 34 there to push the 27 around again, and the 27 is going to lead at the line right here. as Wayne Lowe gets right to him. Daniel Helm of Team Don't Hit Me right there. And
Go, Danny, go.
I was going to say there's an opportunity right there for both of those trucks to slide down, but not quite yet. The 27 gets a good run with the 34. They had an opportunity to clear, but they're not really that connected on the bottom, so those guys are getting huge runs all over the place. You're going to see it right there. There's the 27. He has the 34 right there. Daniel Helm loses a little bit of inside line work, so now they're 3 wide from 6th on back, and things are going to have to start working together as Daniel loses a little bit of ground, but he is able to use that side draft to keep things very, very compacted, and now onto the front stretch. I do believe somebody came up. They didn't need to come up, and now Daniel Helm is just going to have to fall back into 10th place back there. So the 45 of Hawks, he's all over it. He's in the back there with the 24.
There's still plenty of time left here. There's no need to be making major moves yet. Just be patient, get in line, and
absolutely fantastic race so far. Very clean. There's a 34 of Wayne Lowe. He goes low like he's supposed to. There is Schilling. He is out there as well. Derek Schilling on the outside line. He's got some good help with Nathan Hall right behind him. Derek Schilling getting a good run and is going to lead at the line and do a crossover in front of Wayne Lowe. Wayne Lowe is going to get stuck 3 wide, and now Wayne, unfortunate, goes low. No caution. iRacing is in control of the cautions currently right now as the 34 runs around the track. There's the 49 of Daniel Helm. He's going to use the inside with Schilling. So now you've got the 87 of Schilling, Nathan Hall right there, Eddie Hawks, Daniel Helm. They're all ready to start pushing Wayne Lowe. Unfortunate circumstances right there gets spun around. But to say the least, there is the 37. He is right there. Nathan Hall. Sorry, the 87, Derek Schilling. He is out there. Nathan Hall is right there as well. He's going to be leading coming around. Currently in 23rd. He is up there on the top line. You're going to see that right there. Cameron Miranda would be a bummer if Eric wrecked. Zach Comella out there, and the work Eddie is doing for the other disabled racers is incredible. An incredible class act, absolutely. On top of that, they have the Fast Lane Racing League. So if you are disabled out there and you're listening to our broadcast, make sure you look them up. Fast Lane Racing League. They are a league for disabled persons, or those with not just disabilities, but learning capabilities, or maybe you just you're a very close person. You get a hold of them. Talk to Wayne Lowe. He's a part of that. Talk to Eddie Hawks as well. All fantastic guys, and these guys just have to get organized. I think patience is starting to wear thin, Daryl.
it looks that way, doesn't it?
It does. It seems like they're trying to make moves, and there's still 25 laps to go in this race.
Yeah, there's no need for the gloves to come off yet.
We still have one more pit stop to make. Does look like Wayne Lowe did come back here a little bit. I believe he is just a little bit off pace. Looks like Michael Newbrow is there as well. I'm not sure what happened there. Looks like Michael Newbrow crashed right there. Here's what happened there. They kind of got into each other, and because he went down to pit road right there and into the grass, iRacing, he's all by himself, so iRacing didn't catch it. That's what happened there. Back to live racing as they're going to get back up to speed. Nathan Hall is still out front. They have finally gotten themselves back to good. TA Tax out there went from racing in it to watching it. It's absolutely just fun. It's all fun. It's all fun and games until somebody gets wrecked, and we still haven't had the big one. So let's see. I'm not gonna knock on too much wood here, but there might be a possibility that it could still be happening. 24 laps to go. We are over halfway through with this 60-lap field. The 23 out front currently, the Indiana native. He's got Eddie Hawks to the outside. 24 of Dawson Wise doing a great job. Got a question about Dawson Wise. Is that Scott's relative out there? Anybody? Scott Wise, of course, Wise Guy iRacing Graphics on Facebook. Make sure you check him out if you need a paint scheme. Whoa, there they go. And now that's what happened. We knew it was coming. Caution's coming out. Saw that happening.
Too good to be true.
Yep, it was there. We saw the caution. It's kind of see how that unfolded a little bit. There's Derek Schilling right there. He went off track. That was the car that kind of selected it. It was Eddie Hawks up there, that's for sure. We saw him. So let's stop right there. We're going to take the far chase camera whenever I can find it. Of course. Scrolling. Far chase. There it is. Here's how this unfolded. He was right there with the 24. They're trying to get to each other. I'm not sure what happened in there. Net code. All right, iRacing, you and this netcode have to figure this stuff out. No relation, no kidding. That's kind of cool. We've got two wise people in our racing strategy. So Scott Wise, Wise Guy iRacing Graphics there on Facebook. Check him out. And at least Scott gets a free plug, and I like that. And speaking of free plugs, make sure you go to 46branding.com, FOURTY 6SIX branding.com. Buy a shirt, buy some flip-flops, get cell phone cases. That man's got some incredible designs and absolute fantastic person to get to know as well. Make sure you get out there and purchase some of his wares. They are printed and shipped right here in the United States. Amazing person to get to know and be a part of my family here, right here with the Signature Esports eNascar Truck Series and the Cup Series. He is a sponsor of all of our broadcasts. And, of course, a dog named Hank, the indestructible rubber ball. I have one of those. They're red. They are perfect. They're absolutely really stinking cool. And, yeah, my dog loves it. I've got a Lab Mastiff mix, and she is absolutely about that. And it's the Jiggy Wiggy. It's a 4-inch, very hard plastic ball, but she gets up and she bats it around. And I tell you what, she's been falling in love with it. It makes a funny sound and just super, super stinking cool. If you take it from me, I love those things. Absolutely amazing. Hank Caston.
Yeah, I'm looking to get two for my German Shepherds from Hank, so we'll see if they can't come in that package.
Well, I tell you what, that indestructible rubber ball, it's a hard red. I'd say it's hard. It's a very, very dense. It's like if you think of Kong but better quality, that's what I see with it. And I mean, she's got some powerful jaws as being a Lab Mastiff, and she is yet to do anything to it. So she plays around with it. It's like her little training toy now. We went from treats to the red ball. It's absolutely sweet. And then you got to tell everybody what your wife does too. Terra by Kim sponsored our Daytona 300 or Daytona 250 over at the Signature eNascar Cup Series. We're going to talk about Kim.
Yes, my lovely wife. tarotbykim.com.au for all your spiritual needs.
Yeah, she's an absolute doll. Thank you very much for her doing that as well. Couldn't do it without sponsors, and of course our sponsors are what help these drivers continue to go. Nathan Hall didn't go to pit road, but he's going now, and it looks like those fast fixes are going to come in handy because Eddie Hawks is back out front. There's Matt Belt. He's going to restart in the second place position. Aiden Hill's back up there. Dawson Wise, Daniel Helm, Zach Rinker, Chris Roberg, Mr. Ryan Dipple, Brad Young, Cody Kinsey, Michael Newbrow, Derek Schilling, and Eric Schaefer. Jim Edsel, it's good to see him back in the mix. It's 317. Great Plains driver right there. He is it's a sight for sore eyes. I haven't seen him since the leagues in the past with the Saturday Night Fever Truck Series. Nathan Hall is coming back out on pit road. You're going to see him right there. Wayne Lowe, he is right there in the Halvoline number 34. And then Nicholas Lassner, where'd that young man go? He is not. He looks like he's on pit road right now, so yeah, quite possibly. Matt Roberts is out there as well. The number 28. There's Nick King. And let's go back to Wayne Lowe. He's catching up with the track, with the pack as they come around. And I believe lights are off on the pace car, so it's going to be fun. Thank you to everybody for sticking through it. It's been a long few hours. And we're just over halfway through with, we're more than halfway through. I believe we're close to lap 40. Lights are off on the pace car. And Eddie Hawks is leading everybody to the line. Cautions breed caution, so let's hope patience breeds patience. Green, 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 says Fred the Flagman, and that is how things get underway. The 45 of Eddie Hawks leads everybody to the line, and Matt Belt is on the outside. Aiden Hill right behind Eddie and can push, so maybe a little bit of patience if he can set himself up for the win right here.
That's the key word, isn't it? Patience.
You know, they are kids. So the way that we are structuring Signature Esports is some people kind of dive down low. I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Maybe a little bit loose, maybe a little bit too close for the 58 into the 45. 45 kind of gets a little bit loose right there, but collects his feelings and collects his thoughts and gets right back into it with Aiden Hill right behind him. I think that pack is, they're trying to work together, so they kind of fell back to each other to break things up. 18 laps to go as they cross the line. The 58 out front, Matt Belt, Dawson Wise, and Eddie Hawks all right there. You know, we wanted to start a league, and so we did. We started a Cup Series league, and then I realized that I wanted to go further. And so what I decided to do was start a Truck Series league. And then when I wanted to start a Truck Series league, I was like, well, I don't like the way that some things are scored and some things are developed. So I decided that I was going to start a series. And now that I started a series with the broadcasting, not just with broadcasting, but also with, oh, there he goes. You see Eddie Hawks. He's like, no, we're good. We're going to go up high, and we're going to use the 24's momentum. The 24 looked a little bit loose right there, and he's going to try to get around the 58, the 27 to Aiden Hill right there on the bottom. So
It was a smart move by Eddie there.
it was. He saw the momentum of the high line, and the 24 was right there. So now the 45 is going to dive hard down low. He's going to carry that nice momentum on the turn. He did it in the right spot, too. If you can...
That's right. That's exactly right.
If you can get into the middle of the turn and you're carrying that momentum forward, because on the high line, you start losing momentum on the drop-off of turn 2. And if he can carry the momentum down, you're going to carry that line. Not only are you going to carry the line forward, but the upper line's going to lose that momentum, and they won't be able to catch you on the backstretch. Perfect timing for Eddie Hawks right there. Front stretch run, though, and you're starting to see everybody kind of work their way forward. The 24 is trying to get that outside line to work with the draft. Eddie Hawks is making it work. Outside line just seems to be a little bit faster out of turn 4, but off of the exit of turn 2, the inside line is the line that's working.
That's how I found it in the race too.
Speaking of people that we love, Daniel Helm currently sitting up there right behind the 24. And these guys just really need to get that line just as straight as they can be. And Daniel Helm is trying to get to the point where he was pushing the 24 forward. Not enough momentum to carry it with him. So now the 24 of Dawson Wise leading right here at virtual Daytona. 16 laps to go as they're coming around to the front stretch. And all that they have to do is just be patient. Eddie going to slide up right there with Daniel. He's going to lose that spot. Daniel goes up. Now they're 3 wide all over the place right there. But Daniel gets a good, nice hole right there. The 7 has to check up with the 27 down below. The 60 of Rinkers right behind the 27. There is the 45 of Eddie Hawks has Daniel Helm right there. So all of that little bit of conundrum that happened where 3 wide happened everywhere, they kind of settled back out, and the professionalism of these drivers are absolutely running a great race. Yeah, we were talking about the series. So 15 laps to go. They're coming around the front stretch. And so the Signature eNascar Truck Series is going to be the beginner series for the Signature Esports franchise that we have accumulated and done. And they are going to work their way up through the field to get into of course, the Xfinity Series and then the Cup Series. And then after the Cup Series, we are developing a Road to Pro Series that we are doing ourselves, kind of similar to what iRacing does in the Coca-Cola Series. But of course, with our own sponsors and our own facets, we want to make sure that a little bit low dipping from the 58s. There are a lot of checkups right there. There's the 45 and the 49. They are going to take advantage of that. And the 7 almost went with them with as much ground as the inside line lost. So a big run definitely coming to the inside. There's the 7. He's getting a hard push right there from the 50, well, whoever the 15 is right there, I can't tell. Derek Schilling, that's who that is. He's got the 15 on the outside of there, but he scored as the, looks like the 87 right there. So all the way on the inside, there is the 45 and the 49. There's the 7 of Brad Young up there on the high line. He has Schilling right behind him.
Things are starting to get a little twitchy again.
We noticed it just a little while ago. We know that they're going to have to come to pit road one more time. When are they going to choose to do it? Are they going to choose to do it now as a big group, or are they going to do it in spurts where they're going to spread everything out once again? There's Eric Schaefer. You see him, Drinkin Bros Racing. He is back up in the mix. You talked about him, whether he was going to be patient or he was going to be up there, and they took the chance to be patient, and now they are right there. There's the 27 of Aiden Hill right in front of Eric Schaefer.
Mate, I have seen Eric tear through fields from back to front inside 3 or 4 laps.
He's got the opportunity to do it right now. Aiden Hill falls all the way back there into 10th place. Schaefer right behind him. And now you've got Zach Rinker there as well. Cup Series drivers trying to get out here and compete with these Truck Series drivers. 3 wide right there up front. You're seeing Derek Schilling kind of fall off pace. Helm is right there as well.
That's never a fun time at Daytona, 3 wide.
The way that I see it is that, they get turned. Everybody's,
there we go.
There goes there goes Wayne Lowe. Wayne Lowe gets turned around.
He's not going to be pleased.
I can hear it coming now. Wayne Lowe gets wrecked. Yellow flag comes out for this reason right here. We'll back it up just a little bit, and we'll follow along with what happened with the 7.
Now, I think we're going to need the bleep button in the meeting after the race.
Quite possibly. I may have to hold it while everybody screams. Far chase camera for the number. We're going to look at. It was the number 7, Brad Young, right here. Whoop. I kind of fast forwarded there. We didn't want to fast forward. We wanted to back up. Let's do this. So it was a good run, even on the outside. They kind of got disheveled right there. And then the 7 was, Brad Young was right there. The 37 had nowhere to go. He was just trying to hold his line and then got the rear quarter panel. And then Wayne Lowe, our good buddy Wayne Lowe, Mr. Wayne Chariot. Let's back this up. We're going to follow along with Wayne Lowe.
He's having my normal run of luck today.
Yeah, it looks like it. So he's right there. He's on the inside line just minding his own business. And that's when he gets turned and goes for the helicopter ride of the series. And, of course, that gives you that graphic right there.
Got to play the helicopter.
I just did, yeah. Wayne Lowe gets the helicopter award of the race. It is all meant to be fun. It is not meant to be anything derogatory. Wayne got sent, and he spun around about 7 times. And the record is 14 or 16 or something. For whatever Josh Klinger had. Josh Klinger, he went for a ride.
Yeah, he did.
Currently your race leader, Mr. Eddie Hawks. He is out there having a great time. Sean Conklin on Twitch says you and Aiden are not having the luck you need. Oh, you just got shuffled around, and that does happen on these super speedways. Patience is key. And I don't doubt that everybody's going to come to pit road here to make it on, at least on fuel. Second race of the Drinkin Bros Racing Bash at Daytona to determine the outside pole position for all of these drivers right here. It's been some clean racing. Only 2 cautions. And, yeah, it's been nice.
It's been a good race so far.
Join us tomorrow evening. Real Racing Online Dirt Street Stock Series. That is going to be some hard-fetched racing going on there. Join Michael Woolley and the rest of the Real Racing Online Dirt Street Stock Series crew.
We like getting it sideways.
Oh, yeah. Derek Schilling out there. Yeah, Derek, I wish I could get your numbers straight, but I have my paints the numbers turned off so that way I can see all of the custom paint schemes. And because we did our number draw today, we have to get all of these drivers that are in here the correct number. And yeah, we're going to work that stuff through here very shortly. Appreciate all of you out there continuing to watch. Where are we at with the Dirt Street Stock Series? We're at Lanier. That's where we're at. We'll be at Lanier this week. Quick heat races, and then of course all the Dirt Street Stock Series action you could ask for right here live on Signature Esports and the Signature Esports platform. So we're going to be broadcasting tomorrow night. That's going to be roughly about 8 o'clock, 8:05 Eastern Standard Time. And then we'll have a couple days off, and then we'll go back to broadcasting Wednesday night with the J.J. Watt Foundation Signature eNascar Cup Series qualifying at Texas for the Texas 300. Then Thursday, we're going to have the Texas 300 itself to the J.J. Watt Foundation. We've got a big old link there on Facebook, on our Facebook page, Signature Esports, where you can donate to the J.J. Watt Foundation. We're going to try to raise a bunch of money. And any money that I raise during the broadcast on Wednesday and Thursday, I will donate to the J.J. Watt Foundation on behalf of Signature Esports. So by all means, tip away, do all of that fun stuff, all the donations on Twitch stream and Signature Esports and just everywhere. I want to see you guys raise a ton of money for that foundation. They do great things for inner city kids and education. Lights are off on the pace car. And then back to it again Friday night, Wheeling Modified Series. That's going to be roughly about 7 Eastern, 7:05 Eastern when we get back to Green Flag or Racing over there. And then back to trucks again for the Drinkin Bros Daytona 150 next Saturday. So that's how it's going to be for the next week. But right now with 9 laps to go, green, says Fred the Flagman. They are back at it again. Second caution is now gone, and now Eddie Hawks, the 45, is on the inside. He's got the 58 of Matt Belt right behind him. Dawson Wise on the outside. Derek Schilling, he is right there trying to make the 24 continue to move forward. The 49 of Daniel Helm there as well. Schilling gets right to the back bumper of the 24. It gets a little bit loose right there, a little bit shaking as you see some air needing to be, a little bit loose for the 24 as he dives down low. Schilling is right there as well, trying to use that bump draft or that side draft as a companion. But look who's up there right now. There is Zach Rinker right there behind Michael Newbrow with Daniel Helm right there as well. Drinkin Bros Racing, they wanted to be in the race, and so here we are. They are here in the race. Second race for the second outside pole position. The outside pole position for the Drinkin Bros Racing 300. Myself, Daryl Paget, is there with me. And we do
certainly
do appreciate all that you do. Mr. Michael Woolley had to go take a fare, so my man had to work. Because he had to work, guess what? He's taking a break. 3 wide all the way back from 5th. You're going to start seeing patience not be there now. Inside 10 laps to go. Everybody's going to try to work their fields. As now front stretch bound they are.
Yeah, the gloves are off now, Jason.
Michael Newbrow, the number 56, he's right there. Oh, they're going to get turned. They tried to push it too much, and everybody is collected. Caution comes out. There will be some green-white checkers. I did make sure that was checked in here. And, man, that was good timing to switch over. 56 of Michael Newbrow, all right there. That was just unfortunate for the rear back of the pack. Wayne Lowe collected in that again.
He's definitely having a Daryl Padgett day.
That's why we call our team Team Don't Hit Me, because Daryl and I always get wrapped up in things, and we don't mean to. We just do our thing.
Okay, so I just saw that accident. We'll have a look at it after.
Yeah, for sure. Here's what we've got. I'm going to look at the far chase cam right there. So we have
Young Aiden Hill turns somebody into Newbrow, I think.
We're going to take a look at it going forward. This is how it develops right here. There's the 27. He is right there. There's the 34 there as well. I think the 27 is trying to take the inside line, and he does. He turns the 317 into the 56, and I think he zigged when he shouldn't have zigged. So that would be that right there. Not quite sure what to think of that. You could back that up just a little bit more. Let's try that again. So here's the development right there. Let's back it up one more time. I want to kind of look at it. I want to look at it from where Aiden was. So let's stop that right about there. And we'll go to Aiden Hill right here. So he's got plenty of room right there to come back down. It looks like he kind of tried to push it 3 wide right there. Realized the 34 was right there, and man, he just turned the 317 into Michael Newbrow. And that for certain would have ended somebody's race next in the next one. So back to live conditions, though, as these guys are getting their vehicles fixed. There's Michael Newbrow right there. Drinkin Bros Racing, number 16, waiting for a tow. Dawson Wise, I think that's the biggest downfall. Looking at what was there, 317, I could look at that 100 different ways, Mr. Conklin out there. And I just showed it on the replay what that kind of looked like. There was just a little bit a nose that didn't need to be there right then and there. Still a little bit too soon to make that move. But when we get back to it, though, we're definitely going to have a green-white checkered, it looks like. We're pretty close to it.
I've found any time at Daytona that you're in the third lane and you're on your own, you're in a bit of bother. If you're not in the inside line or the outside line and you find yourself caught between them, it's not a fun place to be.
It's not. You got to check yourself up and then get yourself a run. Three wide is good for the last 2 laps, and hardly ever, unless you're kind of getting stuck. Like you get shuffled out, if you can hold that outside line, just let yourself fall back, get yourself back in line, and then run yourself forward. That's what I saw there. I saw a nose in the line, and I looked at it from a couple of different perspectives. I don't think anything should have been there. That was a little bit risky to be right there at that particular moment. Yes, Mr. Wooten, green-white checkers are turned on. So they will get an opportunity to do that, and we had one of our streams drop out. Not quite sure. Quite possibly had 1 or 2 of them drop out. I'm not sure. Might have went up beyond our capabilities.
This could be quite a big finish.
Absolutely. I think with a green-white checkered, I believe we have 2 attempts at a green-white checkered. Things are going to be absolutely fantastic here very, very shortly. It's going to be a lot of fun, green-white checkered, and Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Our man Eddie Hawks is still up there.
Yeah, he is. The 45 right there. We've got the 24 of Dawson Wise up there. We've got the 58 of Matt Belt, Eddie Hawks, and Derek Schilling, and Mr. Ryan Dipple, the number 81. Absolute fantastic evening for everybody right here. We appreciate everybody sticking around. And yeah, just been a great evening for everybody.
I think it's been a great show for the signature brand, mate.
Oh yeah, it's a great race so far, but we're back to green flag racing once again, and we are all ready to go. The 24 out front, there's the 45, the 58, Derek Schilling, Mr. Ryan Dipples out there, Zach Rinker. A whole lot of fun, a whole lot of shaking, and a whole lot of things to be had. The 24 is going to have nobody on the inside as the 45 of Eddie Hawks goes right there. He's trying to keep that line in check, and they're trying to push him around. But that's going to give Eric Schaefer the room to give a good bump to the 45. 45 is going to be leading, and they're going to get turned. One more attempt at a green-white checker coming, as that was a huge run from Eric Schaefer. We're going to go back. We're going to take a look at that here in just a moment.
You see how quickly Eric got through the field there? I told you he was coming.
Yeah, you did. You told me exactly what was going to happen there. And he did. He got a huge run. So let's look at Eric Schaefer. We're going to back that up and see where he restarted from. So at the restart, there was Eric Schaefer. He was right there on the back of Wayne Lowe. And there was a good run coming to the backstretch, and he used that draft. All that he saw, that big hole right there, and that's all that he saw. And so he got right there in the middle and said, I'm going to stick it right there. And if it wasn't for having to push the 45 right there, my goodness, what a collection.
He was moving.
So Wayne Lowe leading. One more attempt at a green-white checker. Dawson Wise is going to be right behind him. I'm sorry, Wayne Lowe. Eddie Hawks. Let me get that right. Eddie Hawks leading. And a whole lot of fun. Oh, goodness gracious. But back up in the mix, though. Looks like Aiden Hill is coming back around. There's Eddie Hawks, Dawson Wise. Eric Schaefer's coming around right there. There's Aiden Hill right there as well. Some 317 of Jim Etzel right there. Cody Kinsey. I think they're getting an extra push. There's Michael Newbrow trying to give him a push around. I don't know if he's trying to get started or if he's just trying to make it to pit road. A little extra bump draft help coming around turn 4. For some teammates right there doing a great job. Just trying to complete the race. Dale told me to do it. Floor it, boys, they said. Green-white checkers are on. 3 laps to go. As they're going to go back to double file. So 2 attempts at a green-white checkered. Floor boy says Jesse Priest out there on YouTube. Wow, 3. Dale told me to do it. Man, I've been in all the wrong places, says Mr. Young. Tell you what, you've been driving your tush off out there, the number 7. You guys have just been unfortunate when you get that aggressive going to the end. You know that the moves have to be made, and to say the least. Now we're up to it where we have 9 cars on the lead lap. Eddie Hawks, Dawson Wise up there. Aiden Hill, Wayne Lowe, Mr. Darrell, they are going to have to, they're just going to have to make it 2 more laps whenever they go back to green.
Yeah, it's going to be a race to the finish, but let's hope there's no more cautions. We get a winner.
Well, next flag ends it no matter what it is, so that's kind of where they're at. So the goal is just to be out front no matter how it goes. And Jesse Priest says, I was just kidding out there on YouTube. EOL to the 3. I'm sure that that was all figured out. Do know that Eric Schaefer is right there. We were looking at trying to get into the middle of the track. He had an opening right there. I saw that. And he gave a nice little push to the 45, and that's what went around. It is what happens. We've seen it. We've seen everything get that way. No favoritism on my point of view. I saw that he gave at least a nice shove to the 45 to have the 45 continue to maintain the lead, but my goodness, he had a ball of steam running forward. That is for sure. Pace car is going to dip off. We're going to go back one more time. You're going to see the green flag wave, and they've got to go on green. Green, 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 says Fred the Flagman. They are back off. The 45 has the 27 of Aiden Hill right there below him. Aiden Hill's being scored. The 89 is in the number. There is, looks like Wayne Lowe up there. He's got the 24 there as well. This is going to come down to a battle of who can keep it all the way to the white flag, and then after that, all the gloves are off. They've got to get to the white flag. You're going to see them run very hard. There's the 45. He is down low right there as well. Looks like somebody pulls off, and I don't know if he's trying to get air or what he's trying to do. There's the 45 and the 27. They are right there, 1, 2. The 49 of Daniel Helm is right there, 3 wide, as Schilling tries to push his way through. Now has the 24 right behind him. Wayne Lowe in the 24 losing ground, the 34 and the 24. Sorry, losing a little bit of ground right there to Schilling. Daniel gets a little blink, but he is back to it. They're going to see it right here. White flag's going to wave. Final lap right here in the Drinkin Bros Race 2 for the outside pole position for the Drinkin Bros Racing Daytona 150. Final lap coming around. There's the 27 and the 45. They cannot cross the double yellow line to pass. Oh my goodness, they get loose right there, and now they're going to come around. It is a race to the finish. There they go. They are almost 3 wide. The 49 and the 60 just have to run. There's the 45 and the 27. There's the 7 and the 49. This is how it's going to finish. How is the 27 going to try to get around the 45? Is he going to try to go to the inside? Is he going to go to the outside? What is he going to do? Or is he just going to push him to the end? No doubt going to push him.
I think he's too smart for him.
He is going to push him to the end. An outside pole position winner. And the race winner right here on this 60-lap bash, literally bash. We're going to call it right there, the 45 of Eddie Hawks. He walks away with the race win. And oh, my goodness. Whole lot of talking right there. Let's go back. We're going to take a look at kind of what happened there. Right there at the end.
Looks like Team Don't Hit Me got 3rd place there. Well done, Daniel.
Kind of like it. These guys were trying to come back on pit road. The 3 of Eric Schaefer was coming back around. I'm not sure what kind of what happened there. All right, Cody Kenzie was wrapped up into that. I know he crashed. We're searching through. There it is. There was a whole lot of crashing going on. All right. You know, Daniel was right there. He got wrapped up in it. Yeah, everybody kind of got wrapped up into that one. My goodness. Well, to say the least, let's go back at it. We're going to look at the race results real quick. And I do believe that's how they scored it. Eddie Hawks, Aiden Hill, Daniel Helm, that's going to be your top three. Zach Rinker is right there as well. Nathan Hall, Derek Schilling, Dawson Wise, Eric Schaefer, Wayne Lowe, and Brad Young. That's your top 10. Cody Kenzie finishes 15th, and Nick King comes home 18th. Move it just a little bit forward. Top 20 for Nicholas Wassener. He was up there. Got about 9 laps in. Couldn't I don't know what happened with him right there, but that's going to be your race for you. Thanks for the fast repairs, or your race would have been, that's at least we got them out of the way now, because starting next week there are no fast repairs. It was kind of an oops on my part, but no fast repairs next week. We will be back at it again. Daryl, thank you very much for joining me in here.
Mate, it's been a pleasure, and just quickly thank you for all you've done and for me and all these boys at Signature Esports. These have all been fantastic to me since I've joined you, and I couldn't be more thankful. Thank you.
Absolutely. I kind of talk a lot, and I do appreciate you being up here with me. And, we will see you here tomorrow. You're going to be a part of the Dirt Street Stock Series, right?
Absolutely. I'll give it my best.
All righty. Daryl Padgett, the number 69 in all of our racing series, from the Signature eNascar Cup Series to the Signature eNascar Truck Series, Real Racing Online, Wheel and Modifieds. That's our man right there. From all of us over here at Signature Esports, I wanted to get Eddie Hawks in here, but I actually have to run quickly, and I have to go take care of something. So I do apologize about the quick end. But again, my name's Jason, Signature Esports. Make sure you get with us tomorrow, Real Racing Online, and we'll be back at it again. Thank you all very, very much, and congratulations to Eddie Hawks and the outside pole position.